And 3. Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And I hope that you brought protection because no one's getting laid tonight and you're going to need a blanket to snuggle with.
What a depressing start to a shitty stream already. I love this town.
Yeah, wear bulletproof vests because you don't need any other kind of protection. These streets are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
These Blumhouse streets. There's a Ethan Hawke's out there with a top hat and he's trying to F your kids. I'm trying to be clean as I can in the first minute or 4 of the show. It's Saturday night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a good time on the streets of San Diego, San Francisco, Philadelphia, wherever you're gonna hang your hat tonight. We're just gonna get right into it, you sexies. By the way, speaking of which, I haven't seen it yet. The new Insidious movie that Mike saw, I haven't seen it yet, but I did know. I did read this thing. I read it today. Actually, it was kind of crazy. Patrick Wilson is apparently a huge lover of Dokken, Dream Warriors. He said originally he was going to have that song playing at the end on the credit sequence in the movie. He wanted to play a new night. He wanted to play Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors by Dokken, but he said because he's like, I love that movie, and I was like, dude, I feel the same way. He's like, I used to love it back in the olden days that there would be a band that would make a song for the movie, and then it would play during the title of like a horror movie or something. And it was like cool. Yeah. And so but he said he ultimately didn't wind up using it because he didn't want people to think it was a joke because it wouldn't make any sense, like the Dream Warriors stuff song. So he's like, I don't.
That movie ended.
Yeah, well, I know, but I was like, I don't even give a shit if it made sense or not. I'd love it if the credits were rolling on that. I'm like, yes, sir. Now that's a hell of a movie right there. But instead, he had to work with Ghost, the band Ghost. He actually gets to sing 2 verses at the very beginning of the Stay. I think it was a 1992 remake of Stay. But yeah, I mean, it's cool that he even considered Dokken.
Yeah, now that would have been better. I didn't stay for the end song because I was like, this movie sucked and I'm out. And by the way, we won't give any Insidious 5 spoilers because I know some people still haven't seen the movie. But it's just shoot, God, Cotton Weary's butthole. It's not great, John. We'll talk about it a little bit tonight, but we won't give any spoilers away. Hey, first super chat already. Creasefold. A creasefold is when you run up to your friend's elbow and you go, oh yeah, and you stick your finger.
You want to see what a vagina feels like? Do this.
Yeah, exactly. But for those lonely folks out there, just drop some olive oil in your elbow and then just smack yourself like this. This is what it looks like when you do it. And just if you get caught, just say you're doing armpit farts, you know. But what you're really doing is you're crease folding. He says, "Good morning, Michelle, my belle.
Daddy chill, daddy chill,
daddy chill,
daddy chill."
Have you seen that TikTok dude who walks up to people? He gets up in their ear. I hate it because I hate the prankster people because they're
all fake. It's all planned out, most of it.
Yeah, and even if it's not
like actors, I mean, they use actors.
Yeah, you're a jerk for like running up to someone and like acting like you're a fighter or whatever they do. But like he goes up to these dudes, they're like rappers or it was like the NBA All-Star game or something like that. And he gets on the stage, he goes, I pop in my dick, like right in the dude's ear, and he's like, what the fuck, dude?
that dude's for that. There is a few that's actually real. The ones that run up to the people in the stores that are just something goes, in their ear. I'm not saying that I wouldn't laugh my ass off if I actually was watching it live, but I mean, yeah, those guys that react like, what the fuck you doing, man? Huh? That turned me on a little bit. My dick almost got hard.
I ain't gay. It's not Tuesday, is it?
But the other ones, the ones that were like gold digger pranks, those are usually all fake. They usually use the same girls. If you'll notice, it's the same girls in most all the videos, so they're all actors. Yeah.
I can't even get with it because it just annoys me. But I do like the only guy I like is the dude who does farts in public, even though that kind of falls on the same thing. But this dude has like a fart machine, and he walks up to people in public, and he's like,
is that Roman Atwood?
Maybe I just saw it on TikTok and watched it for like 20
minutes. I also like the guy that I don't know if I don't remember his name, but he's been around forever. The one that he goes, like he walks up to people and he'll be like, hey, he goes to a car dealership. He goes, this car for sale? And he's like, yeah. Well, what do you think? He's like, and he's like, well, what about these? Like,
he's like, would you look at that? 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 Look at that. I've seen that dude too. I don't know why.
Some of them are really funny.
Yeah. Tomo, I said Tomo because he was above us. Hello, Tomo Gato, but also hello, Nighttime, who looks like hamburger, like the way that you make hamburger noodles. Like
Nighttime. What an appropriate name for our channel. It's slowly going there. Nighttime.
Yeah.
Bye-bye,
going
YouTube.
into the darkness, into the further. Remember the first time Pee Wee Herman came back on television at the MTV Awards after he was caught meat beating at the theater?
Yeah. I don't remember what I don't remember him at the MTV Awards or anything, but yeah, I do. Here's the thing about that whole thing about it. Yeah, was it gross and he shouldn't have pulled his schlong out, but he was in a porn theater watching porn, beating his schlong. I mean, it's not exactly he was in high society having like fancy dinner with a bunch of people in tuxedos and nice dresses. He was in there with the scum of the fucking earth, like probably cum stains all over the walls and on the floor. And just because he was Pee Wee Herman beating his Pee Wee, they were like,
he was in your living room?
Monster.
He was in your living room?
No, I'm going to represent him.
No, yeah, I agree, but there is something really creepy about, like, you know, it being Pee Wee Herman. Like, if you're in a porn theater, you should expect that. But if you turn around and the dude just happens to be Pee Wee Herman, you're like, I'm gonna tell.
I think he was. I don't know. I don't remember I think he was incognito, or he was trying to be incognito, but I don't know. Like he had a schlong in his hand. It's like
it's hard when he's going, whoa!
That's your tick. Pee Wee's Playhouse is real for him. But no, yeah. But you imagine if it was like cell phone, somebody like recording his dick in HD and probably posting it all over the internet. It'd probably be the most viewed TikTok this generation.
Yeah, you'd be screwed, man. You'd be screwed for sure. I'm glad that he's. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. He could be like homeless, eating Burger King out of a trash can. I don't know. I was gonna say like I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad he's doing. Is he even alive? He's alive, right?
He's alive. Yeah. Well, what I think is mind blowing is he was the henchman in Buffy the Vampire Slayer in 1992. The one who goes that guy. I was like, that's Pee Wee fucking Herman. I have no idea.
Crazy.
That's probably what he looked like in the theater, jacking off with that long ass stringy hair.
He's gonna come back as
eating that, huh?
He's gonna come back as a UFC fighter. Like I've been training this whole fucking time, man. Sean Tubby 123 says, "Sup, glow sticks, still off Giggle Bush and Pizza Foo Summer School." Still off Google Bush and Pizza Food Summers. Mike, dance, funny man, dance. And Jay is still the sexy offensive coordinator. Love y'all.
Hey, man, I hope our team does well this year. Fuck yeah.
Offensive coordinator of the New York Guardians, the XFL team.
Hey, you got to start somewhere in life, man. If you don't start somewhere, there ain't nowhere but up. Nowhere but up.
Joshua Ayers says, "What's up, boys? Hey, boys. Hey to you. It's good to see you again, man. So happy I can catch these live streams again. Much love to you." Hey, we rode in the back of an Uber together once. Me and Joshua Ayers did, and
they made their own Pee Wee Funhouse.
Yeah, none of that's any of your all's business. What happened next? That's between men and the camcorder.
It reminds me of the Gladiator line where he was like, "What I tell my wife? Well, that is my business." It's like, to my son, I wish for him to be strong. And something, I don't know.
That is for me. Yeah. So tonight we are doing Blumhouse Horror Movies, and there's a shit fuck ton of them. So I'll show you guys. If you don't know, now you know, dude. It is. Here we go. No audio for you, just the video. This is the tier list. As you guys know, I got a butt fucking ton Palaceville full of Blumhouse produced horror movies over here on the side. What I didn't do, though, I did not include Paranormal Activity sequels, and I did not include Purge sequels, because that could just take all fucking night. So, and that could be a video in itself. So it's just all the other Blumhouse stuff and the main ones. So, yeah.
I think we've done that before. I think we've ranked all the Paranormal Activities. I think we have.
It's very possible that we have. Luke Weber says that I look like I drive a Nissan Cube. Well, I take
those are nice fancy ass cars,
sir.
Dude.
No, PT. Yeah, Jay and I have always, if we disagreed on anything more than anything else, it's definitely like car ownership. Jay's like, man, that PT Cruiser is pretty sweet, and I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That PT Cruiser is like it's like a fucking. I don't know what it is.
It looked like a mini Ghost. It looked like a mini Ecto 1. I was like, you could strap some lights on that bitch, paint it white, put a Ghost logo on the side. It'd be all right. I mean, that's the best you can afford. That's a budget Ecto 1.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I just, those box cars, I just can't. I can't do them. So fuck you, Luke. Sorry. Thank you.
I drove a Dodge Neon forever. I like that shit. I had a 2000 Dodge Neon. I think that was a slick ass car.
I like that car. I like Dodge Neons just because we had so many good memories in yours.
Yeah, there was fun.
In the back seat specifically.
They folded all the way down.
Yeah. We smoked Marlboro Reds and butt fuck till the sun came up.
Just another day in Nevada.
I don't have to go to school today.
Right after the fucking Vegas shows.
I learned about what men do in the dark. I don't need school. We're skipping. All right, let's start this thing off real quick with a random one. I'm closing my eyes. I'm feeling around, and I got The Darkness. This poster alone. This fucking poster alone. Do you remember this piece of shit?
Oh, man, I'm trying to. I can't. I can't.
There's I almost did the Rock thing because it's almost pointless. It's like, what does he do when he's like, what do you think? I was like, nobody cares what you. No, but not because of you, but because of the movie. This movie was so forgettable. It is every.
That's probably why I forgot it.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about The Darkness is that the night I watched it, I think I was coming. It could have been the same night, whatever. Is when they announced Halloween Returns, which we never fucking got, by the way. But it was the night they announced Halloween Returns. So I was all bummed out after watching this piece of hot garbage juice. And then I was like, well, that's something to be happy about. But no, you thought Kevin Bacon horror movie, cool, I'm in. And then this movie was like they just hodgepodge a bunch of the shittiest like what does Big Dad always say about Wendy's chili? It's like
they make Wendy's shit up off the floor and they put it in the cup and serve it to you.
Yeah, just the leftover hamburger that fell on the floor. That's what this movie is. They just took a bunch of shitty leftover hamburger from the floor and made Wendy's chili out of it. Nothing even happens. It's useless as fucks. It just sucks my butt, Steve.
I love Kevin Bacon's face, like he's looking at the box office returns.
He's looking at his agent.
It's either that or it's like when you call all in because you have like a flush. And then when they lay it down, it's like they've got a straight flush. And you just mortgaged your fucking house and your kids' fucking college fund.
100%, man. Like I'm glad to see Kevin Bacon doing horror movies, but look at her. She just looks like she got caught in a finger painting fight with a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I don't even know what that
like is. This is just I don't even remember what happens except for like they Google it. Only it was like in horror movies, it was like, well, they can't use Google. So they went on Schmoogle and they figured out that this house is haunted. And oh my God, just completely useless. Will forever be forgotten in the annals of Greg or history. Remember. If Greg is history, however you want to put that. Let's go with the big one. Big surprise. Huge surprise.
I mean, for me, dude, Insidious is a piece of prime real estate if I ever saw one. Wow. Hey. I did it. Like that's what I feel like. But I'm gonna put it. I'll put it in all timer. I'll be comfortable at Real Awesome, but I put it in all timer. I think it really was a movie that changed the game in a lot of ways. It brought back a freshness to the tit when you saw it. I didn't get to see it in theaters, so Mike got that pleasure. But even watching it at home, I still think it was a rad movie. And the soundtrack is great, and the way they score it is awesome. The acting is incredible. And to me, honestly, the best parts of it is I love Lynn Shay. I think Lynn Shay really shines in all of them. I think she's awesome. The one that she was in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And well, I can't say what I was going to say, but because she's going to be quiet now. I totally agree with you, man. I'll never forget. It's one of those movies I'll never forget seeing that you're sitting in the theater and I'm like sitting there expecting some kind of like, maybe not The Darkness, but something like that. And then all of a sudden that fucking thing comes up with the Insidious. It's like, yeah, that's fucking cool. It's like slapping you in the face with a horror cock. And and I'm like trying to grab it so I can put it in my mouth and I couldn't get a hold of it, but then I just watched the movie instead and I still had a good time. And even without the nutrients that penis would have offered,
this man can suck a golf ball through a garden hose, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen it. It's impressive.
It's true. I have seen him eat another man's dick.
It is incredible.
It's all timer. Like some people will argue that, but I'm happy to put it in all timer because I think it actually is underrated in a way. Because everybody always, when you talk about these kind of movies, everybody goes straight to The Conjuring. I feel like Insidious is way better than The Conjuring. Personally, I think it's meaner. I think it's crispier. And I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, and whoever thought that we got to see Darth Maul again in a live action capacity? Because Darth Maul shows up and fucking wrecks things. Like that's what happens when you cut a man in half. You sleep. It's not a bitch. Obi-Wan.
Tiptoe through the
that monster never scared. Honestly, the scariest thing in Insidious was literally the smiling family. The monster in it didn't scare me because it looked like Darth Maul with the shirt off, or it just looked like a dude that was like on like the real tattoo artist of LA. Like, he just looked like one of those dudes.
Lizard man. Yeah. The Darth Maul scared me because that was one of the greatest jump scares of all time. I mean, my dick actually jumped off and detached from my body and started flopping around on the floor when that happened. I was so scared. And it was peeing.
I just think when he's in the machine shop and he's like giggling to himself or whatever the fuck he's listening to shitty ass dumb music and he said they're like stitching together.
Yeah, that whatever.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, is it like my dick actually look like when you're trying to carry too many groceries and like a soda pop or a beer falls out and hits the ground and it starts splurting around everywhere? That's actually what happened to me there. But I agree with you. Actually, I never found Lipstick Demon scary in the further because he was in his fucking workshop and he was
he looked like fucking Geppetto making Pinocchio.
Yeah, he looked like what are you? He looked like the grandma in the top office area of like the local thrift shop, just like knitting shit to sell for $1. That never got me.
Well,
but yeah,
one of the it's just one of those moments that when you watch it, like it fucks with you a little bit. It like registers and you think and you remember it. Like in that scene in the ring for like the opening shot where the camera goes and then the door opens, that girl goes ah, and the way they shot that fucking fucked you up. That scene happens, not like that scene, but a scene like that happens in Insidious when the little boy is running through the house, when she sees him through the window, and then she bursts out of that. Just the part where he's running through the house, through the window, and he's like dancing and shit. That fucking freaked me out, dude.
Yeah, and dude, not just that, but another one that I always forget about because it's so quick. But when the baby monitor's falling over and Rose Byrne goes running up the stairs for the baby, and it's the first jump scare in the movie, but it's basically just like the lead singer of like the Misfits is standing behind that fucking curtain, but it's Benicio del Toro dressed up as the lead singer of the Misfits. He's behind the curtain. He's just like, ew. That fucking
at first he's outside walking, and then he's in like remember he's pacing back and forth, and he's pacing, then he's right there. I was like, that's some Chris Angel mindfuckery right there. Holy shit. Like, that's a debt collector if I've ever seen one. They just won't stop coming.
Just to put a vote to you guys to show, if you're new here, how we do things. We have seen this movie. I've watched this movie. I don't remember a cocksucking thing about this movie. Do you remember anything about
Ouija? Ain't nobody heard no Ouija.
The correct pronunciation is
I don't remember. I know I've seen it. I don't think I care to know. I don't remember.
Okay, see, I don't remember it either at all, so we will put this one to a vote. Normally, we do this when Jay and I disagree on the tier, but I'll show you guys how it works right here if you're new here. And I'll put in a poll, and is it all-timer? Well, I mean, we know it's not all-timer. I don't even need to put that one in there. Is it real awesome? Is it effable? Or is it S-my-B? I can't, they won't let me put butt in the poll, by the way. Like, you can't put butt.
Bunch of tampons running out there. What are you, the sensitive police? Let us cover the fucking self.
The bears can smell the menstruation. Whole station's in jeopardy. So you guys vote on that. Let us know where it should go, and then we will touch you like a hoe. Joe,
rhyming.
What about green and fur? No.
You know what? I liked it when all the fucking hippies died. All those goddamn tree huggers got their wish. You came in contact with a tribe that nobody should have been contacted because they were living in self-sufficiency, but you got to go stick your dirty fucking hobbit-like feet in someone else's fucking dinner table, and they fucking ate you for it. I liked it for that reason alone.
That should have been the IMDb synopsis.
I know, it probably should have been. I'm going to give it fuckable because it really wasn't that great of a movie. I think it was overhyped to fuck. They were talking about like it was the scariest movie since Cannibal Holocaust. And then, again, the same tagline. People were being wheeled out into the ambulance from the movie theater. People were throwing up. There was a pregnant lady that gave birth because she was so scared that was sitting there. Whatever. Somebody went gay and went down on the dude sitting next to him. Then they went off and got married somewhere in Utah. But I mean, that's a good ending. But yeah, I think it's a fuckable movie. I think it's just overhyped. I don't think it was that great overall.
And now, how are we going to make babies? Babies don't come from butts. Yeah, it's the movie that made the whole world gay. But no, I agree that I think it's fuckable. I think it has hints and spices of real awesome in it because, like you said, it was a fun movie to watch. I don't think I ever went back and watched it a second time, but like the first time, you're right, it was being overhyped for the marketing. But Eli Roth was good at that. They did that with Hostel as well. And like, yeah, you said, I like how they made the characters assholes. Like this was like almost at the birth of like the SJW social justice warrior.
It really was.
And you've got these really attractive assholes going out and fucking with this, I think, indigenous tribe, I believe, that they weren't supposed to be fucking with. Yeah, and then they got their livers and spleens eaten out. But like, it really wasn't that gnarly. You want to talk about a gnarly scene with cannibals? God damn it, Kyle! Could you one time fucking kick it? Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, that's a good one. Bone Tomahawk is on a different level.
Right, but not a bad movie at all. And it's got the chick from I think it's Eli Roth's wife, by the way. Her one from Knock Knock. Extremely.
Yeah. I think Eli Roth though I think it was one of those, kind of like your first world fucking problems. You can't really. These people live a certain way. You can't go in and influence them with your bullshit, with your sensitivities. They don't play the same game as you. I feel like it was a poking fun of that shit, like where it's over the top, like save the trees, let's go down there and stop it. We'll chain ourselves in front of the fucking freeway. Fuck it. And then when they get run over, they're like, oh, the humanity. Why did they run us over? Because you were fucking chained in the middle of a freeway.
Yeah, when you watch that movie, you turn into Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's like, you get your goddamn hippie mechanical asshole out of my neighborhood. You don't belong here.
I gotta go make goddamn Italian films. Italian.
Is everybody all right? The goddamn hippies aren't, that's for sure. Oh shit. In the case of Wither, you guys say it is a sucks my butt Steve. It got the harsh treatment from you. You guys are feeling gnarly tonight. Again, I can't remember a goddamn thing about it. I remember the sequel or the prequel. I got nothing for this though.
Oh, but you have the first Paranormal Activity up there. I was gonna say I thought you had there's one
just the first ones. Yeah, okay. I didn't put the sequels in there for those ones. There are sequels in here, but just those two franchises, I thought that's like 14 movies, and we've already got like 50 to go through.
I wonder if like, dude, this might be the first time sucks my butt, Steve. Like Steve's asshole might get full tonight.
Listen, that's the thing too about Blumhouse is that like Blumhouse like started out and I feel like Blumhouse started out as like the really cool kid, like the new kid. And he's like, I'm here to bring you cheap horror movies. And some of them are going to be fucking awesome. And we were like, cool. And then they got that deal with Universal. And then they started being like, we're just going to put out shit sometimes. You know, we're just going to throw shit out. We're going to make a PG-13. We're going to do day and date there. We're just whatever Universal tells us to do. That's what we're going to do. And I feel like they've got a lot of movies that they just kind of, that's the thing with Blumhouse's models. Like they're like, we're going to make shit cheap. And then if it's a failure, fuck it. It's a failure. It's not going to kill our company, which was smart. Yeah. But by God, they got a lot of duty diapers in this.
They were like Nick Stahl in The Faculty. Like he's kind of edgelord and he's like out there on his own like little like adventures, and then he gets like kidnapped and like reprogrammed, and then he's like the fucking piece of shit asshole that rats people out and is like sucking on the butts of like teachers. That's what they were like. I'm not saying all Blumhouse projects are like that, but don't get me wrong.
No, just lately it's starting to feel.
It's a little worn out. But here's the other thing too. That's a problem. The studio gets very formulaic. Like they keep on doing the same thing over and over, and it looks like it's a copy and paste of something that they've already done before. MCU Marvel. Then it kind of gets boring after a while. I'm not saying they're going to continue that route, but it is like, here's the thing. Do you really want to see them get a hold of something like, you know, like what was the next project that he wanted to do? There was a big franchise.
What they're doing right,
or was it Scream? I don't know. There was something.
They are currently working on it, and I'll show you this again. Let's just do this one right now because it actually is going to be the conversation that we were going to have about it. And don't worry, guys, won't talk any spoilers when it comes to Insidious: The Red Door whatsoever.
That looks fucking scary, dude. What the hell is that? Holy shit! It looks like me at 3 a.m. looking for the bathroom after being drunk.
You leave the pizza in the oven and it just burns the house
I've done it several fucking times. It's happened where you wake up, you're like, "Fuck," because you smell it.
That's the worst. And then you're pissed because you wasted your pizza.
And then you find out your legs don't work and you're trying to crawl to the oven to turn it on.
I can make it. But yeah, this movie is a prime example of that. Insidious: The Red Door. And again, no spoilers, but I gave it a 5.5 out of 10. And like the problem was Patrick Wilson directed the shit out of it, right? Yeah. He acted the shit out of it. They did their best, like as far as the people on the set did. But the producers should have looked at the script, which was by the same script writer of Halloween Kills and the same script writer who did the Firestarter remake and the same script writer who's doing the Exorcist reboot, which makes me scared in my pantaloons. And just like in Halloween Kills, dude, there's a scene in the middle where it makes no sense. They go to this frat house and there's all this stuff about like all this extra shit just shoved in it that makes no sense. And it feels like it belongs in a different movie, just like the hospital scene at Halloween Kills. And
it just
clean?
Was it clean? Was it too clean?
No, the cinematography and all that shit was on point.
I mean, like the feel. Did it feel too corporate?
Oh yeah, because it was PG-13, so they revert back to like ooh, but like nothing really happens.
Yeah.
But so that's a problem. But it feels like Blumhouse should have looked at this movie and gone, hey, you're messing with these characters. This is wrong. This is wrong. Very fixable stuff. But that's the problem with Blumhouse these days is they don't fix the easy shit. They just kind of slap it out and go, hey, if it sucks, we only spent $3 million on it. Fuck it. That's what it feels like.
To see if there's a director's cut or if there's a deleted scene cut or something. I don't know.
It won't. Yeah, it wouldn't even help. But for me, I will put this in barely. I'll put it in fuckable. I would consider Sucks My Butt Steve because it really angered me what they did with the characters and how pointless it was and how much it actually lessens how good Insidious.
Well, yeah, was. No, you can say it's not a spoiler if you say this. You can say yes or no. Lin Shaye in it or not?
I can't.
Why?
Because
you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Yes or no?
Burritos.
God
Burrito
damn it.
Sauce.
I'll find out. I swear to God, I'm going to hit up the Reddits tonight.
Sauce and burritos. It's very easy to find out. If you want to know, it's very easy to find out. But yeah, I'll put this one in fuckable, but barely. I'm very upset at this movie right now in my heart and fart and loins. But I'm not upset at how attractive you look tonight, Jay.
Thanks, man.
I just want to fucking.
That was actually more genuine than what I meant to say, because I was actually not. I was looking at something on my computer. I was like, "Thanks, man."
Can you put your penis right here, just in the frame, so I can at least pretend to get it in my mouth and just, am I there yet?
Yeah, I can't wait for.
You're not going to do it.
Literally clip this.
Fine.
I ain't doing it. We're on the. I ain't doing it in public access. You dirty slut.
He's too cool for me.
God damn! Turn the cameras off, and then we'll go to town.
Hey, Hector Rodriguez says, hey, what's up, fellas? It's me, Hector.
Hey, Hector.
Much love to you guys. What do you think of A Haunting in Venice? I never seen that.
Venice. What the fuck is that?
I imagine it's a sequel to The Haunting in Connecticut.
I imagine there's a lot of ghost sightings going on in Venice. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I really don't know, Hector. I don't know.
Sorry, Hector, but you do have a cool name, and I like your
Hector
logo.
Rodriguez.
Iron Samurai. Ha! Says, I'm Tom Cruise. Hey, Tom Cruise. Hey, Mike and Jay. If y'all could go back and rewrite Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, what would y'all change and make different? Keep up the good work, my friends. Cheers, smiles, thumbs up.
Thanks, Iron Samurai. You fight with honor and dedication. I don't. That's a hell of a question. That's a deep question, because there's a lot of things that we could go back and. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, at this point, and Mike and I have talked about it before. I mean, why not just take Halloween, update it, put it in the you could put it in the 1980s, maybe even the 1990s, kind of do your own thing with it. I'd hire that fucking dude they had in the flashback in Halloween Kills and kind of do like that, kind of a reset reboot, of a soft reboot, I guess, of the Halloween series. But if you had to stay within the confines of what they were doing with 2018, so Michael's older and all that stuff, I mean, I don't know, man. We could probably spend 4 hours talking about that. Like, those are like to do the whole thing. I think the main thing I would do is I would keep the shit consistent, because I would keep it. If you're going to tell the story that from Halloween 2018 to Halloween Ends, and you don't want people to be pissed off at you, the whole thing with Corey, introduce that motherfucker, at least kind of a whisper of him in 2018, so that the thread is there, and then you pull it along, and then you wrap it all up in the nice little fat package and give it to people to smoke. Otherwise, people are going to have the reaction that they did with Halloween Ends. They're like, who the fuck is this asshole beating Michael's ass in the sewer and then making him suck his dick for crack?
No, that's a movie I'd watch.
That was the unedited version. That we didn't see that version.
The deleted scenes will never get.
That's how he got. That's how Corey got the superpowers. But no, but yeah, I don't know, man. That's the main thing. I think a consistent thing across it. You know what it felt like? It did some of it did feel very much like the sequel trilogy, where you had The Force Awakens. It had a different tone, it had its own thing. And then The Last Jedi comes out and butt fucks everything. And it's Rian Johnson's fucking abomination of a film. And then they have to come back and clean it up at least a little bit with Force Awakens. There was just no consistency in the sequel trilogy. I feel like that's kind of what happened with Halloween.
Yeah, I would almost, there's a lot of stuff about 2018 I would really just leave alone. As far as Halloween Kills, I would completely take out this whole mob idea that they were trying to, this whole thread of like Halloween or Haddonfield has this evil within them. I would have just been like, all right, let's take that hippy dippy bullshit right the fuck out. Nobody really gives a shit. Take it out. Take out Travolta as a whole. Replace the middle section of Halloween Kills with the romance and the Corey character. Put that right in there. Interject it right in. And then Halloween Ends, I would have changed the ending for sure. I would have made it way different than what they did with the fridge kill and the hamburger meat and all that.
Yeah.
And I liked all these movies somewhat, but these are just the things I would have changed. And I definitely wouldn't have had, you never, again, with Blumhouse, the same thing. It's very easy to fix that. There were some badass moments with Michael and Corey in that, when he grabs the knife and starts going like, oh, fucking Randy Ravage Rude. I love that shit. I thought that was cool. But Corey kicking his ass, just take that scene the fuck out. Take it the fuck out.
Nobody wanted to see that. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no one wanted that, and put some other kills in there instead, and change make the infight a lot more better than it was. Make it a lot more better. But those are some of the things, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Gary, Oh, I'm done with the MCU. Sorry, what if he did every fucking? It's like, hey Heath. Oh, just every single answer. You just come.
I think you get sued eventually.
I'm gonna have fun doing that for the rest of my life. I'm done with the MCU. Daredevil stuntman said they are going out of their way to make it nothing like the original series, and he thinks it's a mistake.
Well, that's not good. And you know what? I'm not shocked. Are you shocked that Disney/MCU aren't going to give the fans what they want? Fuck no, I'm not. Holy shit! You could have told me the sky was blue. I know. We already know that it was going to happen. I mean, I'm glad they brought Charlie Cox back, and I'm glad that he's in the Daredevil series they're doing. But there was no way that they were going to keep it even close to what Netflix nailed it. Like Netflix got it. It was perfect. And they fucked that up. I mean, that's just, Disney is a corporate greedy ass slut whore that wants to absorb everything, including sunlight, and just be the black hole of the entertainment industry and just give fans a big fat fuck you and then shove a dick in their mouth when they're not looking. That's what Disney does to your childhood stuff. But either way, hey, listen,
I remember that one.
But there's no way that you could literally sit there and sell it. Nobody thought that. No one said that when Daredevil goes to MCU, it's going to be fucking better than Netflix. Yeah, they said, Disney, fuck you.
Disney and Marvel got big enough to where they didn't have to create their own shit. They were just able to buy people, which is why the action scenes in like Civil War and shit, they're just like, we'll just get the John Wick dudes. Like there's no originality happening. When you could just buy whatever and just like, I like that. I'll take some of this. I'll take some of that. It's like your rich friend's parents school shopping and you go with them and you're like, God damn, man. Like they bought you the whole rack. I got to go to the clearance rack, and get like 2 shirts and a Band-Aid. Yeah. But that's that. And I think it takes away from originality, and they don't, why would they do anything dangerous or groundbreaking when whatever they put out, everyone's just going to blow all over.
Well, actually, the truth is, there is some trouble for them on the horizon. I mean, if the latest Indiana Jones is any indication whatsoever, it can't even crack 100 million yet. Apparently it was a $295 million movie. It can't even crack 100 million. It's losing fucking money. Kathleen Kennedy is probably fired, the current president of Disney. I mean, there was trending on Twitter yesterday, Kathleen Kennedy is fired, according to some inside source, and you can take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. They said that there was rumors around that they were not going to extend her contract after 2024, that she was pretty much done. And listen, if you're losing money on an Indiana Jones fucking movie, and you've been losing money on Star Wars, and people aren't going to see your fucking Marvel, there's got to be a problem somewhere, bitch. Someone's drinking Bud Light and has infected everything. What the fuck? Is Dylan Mulvaney back there? Huh? You got a problem somewhere. You got to get rid of it. I don't know what it is, but if it's Kathleen Kennedy, and look, if the buck stops here, if she's the CEO president, she's approving some of this shit.
She's definitely not. No, it's not just her. It's all these.
There's a collaborative effort, but there's just like the guy said, as far as there's other. He's like, when the chips are down and the stockholders and shareholders are saying, "Where's my fucking money? What's happening?" Guess who they point their fucking fingers at? The CEO president. Bitch, you're in charge, and you're letting this dildo show go on. What the fuck is happening with our life? You've lost me billions of dollars, you motherfucker.
I'm just thinking about Harrison Ford with a dildo show.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, actually, that might bring.
I really mean this.
If there was just an Indiana Jones 5, a dildo show happens, you'd be like, "Wow, I didn't expect they'd go there."
Speaking of the Halloween trilogy, we'll be brief on this because we've tier ranked these so many times before. I think Jay and I, last time we talked about this, were of the opinion that Halloween 2018 was an all-timer, if I'm not fucking mistaken.
So sexy right there. Look at that mask. Woo.
God. It was good times, man.
When he slams that
people complained about this fucking movie.
God damn, dude. Chills up and down the spine. Holy fuck. Felt like a girl on prom night or something. Like when he slams the trunk down and he has that moment when he puts that mask back on in Halloween 2018. Dude, it's fucking all-timer. Mm-hmm. All-timer.
Yeah, I'm agree with you on all-timer. And I remember people complaining after Halloween 2018 came out. Lots of complaints. So like, that kid in the car was telling jokes. Well, what do you have to say after watching Halloween Ends? And I like Halloween Ends. It's like, I think you're being a little too picky, Jim. You fuck. But I agree with you, man. I think they brought it back. They took it seriously. They got Michael fucking right. And that's the one thing so many sequels could not do. And it's not perfect, no. But for what it means to the franchise and to our little buttholes, it's an all-timer for us.
I got so excited that the last little fragments of my hair from my receding hairline came out to say hi from my hat.
As far as the second movie in the trilogy, Halloween Kills.
You know what? I want to put this to the audience vote. I really do. Because I can be fine with fuckable. I really could put it on fuckable, but I think it's real awesome personally. But I might be in the minority. So I'll just put it on. I want the audience to decide.
I like that idea since we've talked about it so many times before. Personally, I would put it real awesome as well. I think that again with Scott Teems, the dialogue, the middle section, the Halloween evil or the evil dies tonight,
so
some
awful.
bad shit in there. Really wish that
I feel bad for him though.
Not real. I mean, he didn't have any
no, I know, but
he's being thrown blockbusters.
But he's a good actor. Anthony Michael Hall.
No, I was talking about the writer, Scott Teems.
Oh no, I don't care. Yeah.
But he was pretty cringy in that as well, if we're being honest with each other. But again, maybe not his fault. You never know. But yeah, we'll put this one to a vote. I like that idea, Jay. I fucking like it, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let's just do the same thing with ends too, because we've talked about it. Let's see what
that's a good idea. I want I'd like to hear the audience. I'd like to hear your thoughts. What's your thoughts tonight?
Give me some sex. I wanna eat your dicks. Come over to my house. I'll suck your cock with my mouth. Do.
That's such a great song by Wham.
I got
George
really excited.
Michael was great.
that
was the I was actually starting to watch that Wham, the actual documentary with George Michael and Andrew or something, the guy that he started Wham with.
Yeah, I started watching it too, and I was like, I don't like this kind of music, so I don't really care.
Well, it wasn't bad, and actually I thought that him and Andrew hated each other. George Michael, actually they didn't. They just parted ways amicably. I mean, he got paid out, but
they got paid out.
Together. Yeah, they were cute together. No, he said he was like no. What happened is originally they were co-writing the songs and then sharing the responsibilities as far as like singing or whatever. I think ultimately Andrew was like, "You're the better singer. You're the better writer for the music." So he took more of a backseat kind of stuff, and then finally he just left. He was just like, they don't want to see me. Look at George Michael. He's so fucking. I mean, dude, George Michael got beautiful. I'm talking about like the goddamn perfect shadow beard, the sunglasses, the leather jacket, the perfect haircut, the earring with the cross on it. There's no chance that guy, like nobody gave a fuck about Andrew. Andrew, what? What's his name? I don't know. George Michael. Yeah.
Can't blame the guy. He took the Scott.
Well, he moved to New Zealand and became a Formula One race car driver.
Good that's what you should do. I mean, that's what you should do. So, my dog is just like Thor's just like, hey, I have been on camera in a fucking while. What's up, guys? Hey, buddy. How's it going? I can't pet you right now. You're too hairy.
He's like, did you know that I bit someone? I sank my goddamn teeth in them, and I hope they turn into a werewolf.
It was me. Okay, so how about this? Speaking of Halloween and all that shit, Mr. Lords of Salem, crispy hair. Haven't taken a shower in 6 months. I only shop at Hot Topic, but I can't afford it, so I steal from there and eat canned tuna in the back of a Volkswagen in the sun.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a bitch that fucking steals from Dollar General and like gets the not the basic bullshit. She's like, I just stole some Captain Crunch.
Is this where the ICP festival is? I can't tell.
It looks like Courtney Love telling the police that she didn't do anything. Dude, like get it down and like let them have a buffet in Steve's asshole. Get out of my face.
I actually will fucking call this movie fuckable, dude.
I will.
It's a fuckable movie. In the case of Rob Zombie, like, all right, it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. But I actually thought this is Sherry Moon Zombie's best acting that we've seen in this movie. It was an original tale. He didn't try to go too fucking corn crusty, fucking you're taxing my gig so hard, corn cruster. Too trailer parky with it. Like it was about these DJ, like these had a bunch of music ties in. And again, it's been a while. Cinematography was great. The movie looked great. Typically, Rob Zombie movies do. He just shits on him with his writing. The only problem I had is the fucking end piece. Well, like you're wondering, oh shit, where's this going? And they're just like, we're not gonna explain it. Here's just a bunch of random images from my concerts, and then the movie fucking ends, and you're like, what the fuck even was that? So
that's like saying though that like Nickelback had one unifying song that everyone agrees with. He's like, I mean, everyone loved that one song. It's like, no, not really. There was haters back in the day.
I'm going to put this to a vote between Effable and S is my B because I think you could be right. Maybe I remember it more fondly. In the case of Halloween Kills, though, crowd says real awesome, Jay. All-timer got a 17% vote.
Whoa.
Fuckable, 20%.
That was close.
Sucks my butt. Steve only got 13%. Hey, fucking Halloween Kills doing all right. Doing fucking all right. Real awesome is where you go, you say. And that's where Jay and I would have put it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to I didn't want to say it, and then the audience be like, no.
Yeah.
Like those two assholes. No.
I like it. We're all in agreement here tonight on this beautiful night. Okay, so in the Lords of Salem, we'll let you guys decide since I barely remember it personally.
Dude, I know
did
it's
you ever
early.
watch
I
it?
really got to piss bad, dude.
Go for it.
I really got to go.
I'll grab a couple you haven't seen before while you're gone.
All right.
Feel awesome or fuckable. That's what my mom says when I buy Uncrustables, because I don't like to fuck around with making my own peanut butter sandwiches. Suck my dick, Jim. Are you guys as uncomfortable as I am right now? Okay, so you guys vote on Lords of Salem. And meanwhile, I'll grab a couple movies that I know Jay has not seen, including what's one on here that I know he hasn't seen? Jay has not seen Cam. This is a movie that came out a couple years ago. It was sort of under the radar, like as far as the world goes. But as far as like horror folks, I feel like a lot of horror folks are talking about this. I could be wrong. This may have been could have been a COVID movie. I'm not 100% sure. But it was about like, it dealt with the whole like OnlyFans shit, and stuff like that, like the cam girls and these people start fighting. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember that much about it, but I remember being like, that was a pretty goddamn decent movie. Like that was all right. I had a good time with it. I thought it was being a little bit overrated at the time. I would call Cam strongly fuckable. And that's where I'll throw that one. I don't think it quite deserves the real awesome, but I wouldn't mind if it got stuck there at the end of the day, for sure. Let me see here. Dash Cam is a movie that I'm 99% sure Jay hasn't seen. By the way, I love that his chair is like a suede JCPenney fucking jacket from 1972. Just like it looks like TV static. I don't fucking know what that is, but I love it. It looks comfortable. Dash Cam. I don't know if you guys saw this movie or not, but this movie's a fucking trip. Same dude who did Host, same dude who did Boogeyman. Rob Savage directed this. This, I believe, was also a COVID flick that came out. And you know what? It was weird because the main girl in it was actually one of those super psycho political people that was like, all about all the mask and COVID shit and was just like a goddamn nutbag. But she also just happened to be really fucking funny. And she hosted this car show where she would get in her car and she would drive around and she would just like freestyle rap and like make jokes and shit. And as much as I disagree with her opinions on almost everything as a human being, she was actually pretty fucking funny. And like the dirty songs and shit that she sang. And the movie was a fucking entertaining ass ride with just crazy shit. Like that found footage, just like we're going to throw the whole kitchen sink where it's like your dad's balls, like whatever we can find. We're just going to throw them at the camera and just, it was a ride, man. It was a wild ride. It was original in its own weird way. At best, I can call it fuckable, shades of real awesome. I really enjoyed parts of it, but super fuckable. Just not a movie that I'll ever watch more than twice in my life. And it made me laugh a few times, but just really wacky, man. But I do enjoy the originality of the whole thing. For fucking sure. Heath says, been rewatching y'all's videos lately to help. Excuse me, I just burped in your faces. Help. Been rewatching y'all's videos lately to help me laugh after getting laid off. Just offered a new job yesterday. Get it up, baby. Cheers. Hey, dude, it happens to the best of us. But like you said, got offered a new job yesterday. One door closes, another one opens. We're happy that we can help you in those moments in between of gray. It's our life's biggest honor, man. And you have a cool fucking name. So congratulations, dude. Happy for you, man. Rebecca Mayberry says, am I the only one who noticed Dewey was split from groin to sternum? Fuck no, Rebecca. I didn't think of it, but someone else did in the comments. And I was like, Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I saw that. If you guys watch Dewey die, remember back to the first Scream when he was like, she's like, how do you gut someone or whatever? And he's like, we take a knife and you rip him from groin to sternum. And then she's like, besides, it takes a man to do something like that. And that's literally how Dewey dies. And I won't go into my whole diatribe about it because you guys know, but it's very possible in my eyes that it's revealed at some point that was actually Stu who killed Dewey in that scene. And I'll leave it at that. There's tons of videos I've made explaining why. It's deeper than you think. Everybody's a suspect. But I'm glad you brought that back up, Rebecca, because it's so fucking true. If you pay attention, Dewey gets killed exactly like Stu was talking about in the first movie. And radio silence is fucking smart. They knew what the fuck they're doing. That didn't mean nothing. Children of the Corn. Thanks, buddy. Says, yo, fellas, watch Kills again the other night, and it's starting to flirt with all-timer status for me. Also, would y'all ever review 1993's Judgment Night? Buddy, we have. Like, buddy, here's a toaster for your wedding. It's got 3 settings. It's like, I gave this to you for your wedding. I love it. It's a great gift. I'll have to pull up that link. I'm 97% sure we have reviewed Judgment Night because that movie, Emilio, fucking Dennis Leary, Cuba Gooding Jr., Jeremy Piven. We love that movie, and I'm 90% sure that we have, in fact, reviewed that film. I'll have to let you know. If not, it could be on the Patreon. That's possible.
What?
But, Judgment Night, 1993.
No, we totally did that for sure.
Yeah, I just can't remember if it's on the Patreon or the regular channel. I'll have to look and see.
That felt good. Recharged, revamped, ready to get a tramp stamp. Let's
reach out and touch gaze.
Yeah.
Duck and dick and suck.
Yeah, Judgment Night is like an all-time classic, dude. Holy shit, what a fucking great movie.
You're goddamn right it is, Steven. Did we have a vote going? Yeah, we did. In the case of Lords of Salem, y'all say, sucks my butt, Steve. Put it in the gutter. Put it in the fucking gutter where it belongs, you piece of fat shit.
Don't you ever talk to me again.
I hope you get eaten by a hobo and shit into the street.
You ugly dreadlock bitch. She had dreadlocks in that movie. Don't she have dreadlocks?
I just meant the movie, not Shaman Zombie. Just as a disclaimer. I think those were dreadlocks, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, those are dreadlocks.
Jesus
Definitely.
Christ. Is she part of the is it the band Two Princes?
Are you Spin Doctors?
She said, Spin Doctor. Call me baby. Just go ahead now. If you want to call me maybe, just go ahead.
Hey, let's just go right into another fucking sucks my butt, Steve. Let's cram Steve's asshole LaFleur style.
God damn, Mike, the Twitter's just gonna blow up if you even comment on this because it's got black in it. Why don't you just calm down? Let the audience vote.
That's true. I can never speak of Jada Smith again.
I would literally put this in Steve's asshole and let the munchies have their way.
If there was a place lower, I would put it there.
Yeah, yeah. What a terrible sack of shit this is.
Talk about, this is maybe Blumhouse's biggest joke as a studio. They put this shit out and they said, we don't give a fuck if it's good. Just say a bunch of girl power shit. And it's got the title Black Christmas. People will go fucking see it. And you know what? When people complain, everybody will call them sexist. It's a win-win. And then the world said, we're not even going to watch that. And then they were like, oh, we should stop now, Mac. And I think they
used the same tactics as the Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah,
they wrote an inferior script that was a bullshit play on nostalgia, and if you fucking hated it, you hate women, you're a misogynist. Yeah, so one way that works.
Banish it to the anals, and that's not even why I hated it. I just hated it because it was a piece of shit. Like, it's a bad movie.
It was just a bad movie, but yeah, it was obvious what their tactic was. So
another one of Blumhouse's worst. I've heard. I haven't seen this one. I don't think you have either.
I've never seen it.
So I will put this to a vote to you guys. But this is one that came out recently that I think went in and out with a girl fart the same way that one did. You know, instead of like the regular fart, it's more of like a quiet, subdued, like.
I was like literally thinking a queef.
No. That would be like, you know, like Sinister 2 would be like.
Well, if you're not expecting it, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's like at least a surprise. This is just like a silent fart in the night that nobody ever remembers. But yeah, what am I doing with my life? Okay, there it is. I'll put this one in the poll because we haven't seen it. So Fantasy Island. I don't think did anyone here see this?
Isn't there a ride in Disney called Fantasy Island, or like isn't that do with fucking pirates or some shit? I don't know.
I think it was based on a show back in the day, but I could be incorrect about that for sure. Steve McQueen. All right, so you guys vote on that one, and we will jump over to. We're gonna let you guys vote on ends too, so we gotta remember to do that. How about let's go to a good one. Let's be positive for a second. Upgrade was pretty fucking toy, like a toyga.
I know. I think I remember it. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I did like. I do remember liking it quite a bit. I think it was real awesome from what I remember. I just can't remember the actual plot line. You know why I get that confused with the guests? Because I think it felt the same. There's something about it. Maybe the way they shot it. I don't know.
It 100% had guest vibes too. I know what you mean. Yeah, this was great, man. It was fun. It's RoboCop-ish in its own weird way. It's like a low budget, but not. It doesn't feel low budget because it's filmed really, really well.
Even though the cover art definitely feels fucking. No one's gonna watch this movie 1985.
and I'm surprised I like that dude in this movie because I fucking hated him in Prometheus, man. Like his character in Prometheus was so unlikable. Oh my god. But this movie kicked ass. It was one of those movies that was destined for cult status, but moviegoers are so smart and sharp that they saw it coming from a mile away and were like, that movie kicks ass.
Yeah.
So it never really even got there. It started off with a bang. So yeah, Upgrade's real awesome for me too, man. That movie was fun. You need to rewatch it, actually. It's been a minute.
I know. But I always get like Upgrade confused I don't know why, and I know they're not the same, but like again, The Guest. Like if I'm gonna go watch it and like I just watched that one. It's like, no, it's different. I'm like, oh, I see. It's like Pepsi and Coke or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I couldn't put it in all timer because I don't think it really changed the game. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I don't think it was really that breakthrough. I just think it was a solid ass cool movie.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Oh man, here's one.
This is gonna make people mad as fuck, dude. Because the
Black Phone. I know how Jay feels about this one. I'll let you talk.
No, because I don't want to take the whole fucking responsibility onto my shoulders. I will not go down with this ship alone.
All right, I'll start. Like, I'll say this: I was fucking jazzed for the Black Phone. The trailers were so good, man. Ethan Hawke in this horror movie, this dark ass horror movie that had 7 vibes to it by Scott Derrickson. It looked like it was going to crush. And then I went to the theater to see it. We drove to like Cincinnati. Kate and I did to see see it like the day before it came out or whatever, and just was super disappointed. I still gave the movie an 8. So for me, it's still real awesome, barely real awesome. But like, it was super disappointed because all the good shit was in the trailer. All the great Ethan Hunt as the grabber dialogue was all in the trailer. It's another case of Blumhouse really fucking up their marketing, but I can't really judge the movie for that because the movie was still good. They just showed me it before I got there. And I hated the Stranger Things shit with the kids learning to fight through the phone. I thought that was corny. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'd put it real awesome, but I think we're going to be voting soon.
You put it real awesome?
I would, yeah. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. So I mean, I think that qualifies into the real.
When
awesome
I left
category.
you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Fuck this movie, dude. I fucking hated it. But I would put it as fuckable just because Ethan Hawke does do a great job, and I really did like Ethan Hawke's performance. But I've seen this movie.
I said
before.
Ethan Hunt. My bad, by the way.
No, I know what you're talking about though. But I've seen this movie before. Like the same type of setup, the same thing they did. It feels like a copy and pasted movie. I said it before when we did the review, and I don't remember the movie I used as an example, but it's literally the same fucking movie. I feel like this movie was another film that was overhyped by an audience. I personally didn't like it. I mean, I would put it as fuckable. I mean, I'd maybe watch it again, but there's so many other better movies out there that I would rather waste my time watching. And I felt like they were trying to go for something like The House That Jack Built with Matt Dillon, which was not even close, not even the same fucking ballpark. But I feel like they were trying to do that kind of edgy, kind of crazy ass attempt to make it like that, and it falls flat to me. I feel like it was a flat. That's how I described that movie. It's flat toned. It was flat throughout the entire thing. I never got scared. I never cared about any of the characters really at all. I don't give a fuck. They're talking to fucking ghosts. Cool. I don't. Okay. So they should have paid their phone bills. I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't have the creep factor that I think it should have had. And Ethan Hawke, while a great and amazing actor, I just feel like, dude, I feel like he was wasted in this movie. I feel like he was a wasted potential of a great movie and a great actor in the great movie, but it just doesn't live up. So I'll put it to a vote personally.
Yeah,
I'll let the audience decide.
And honestly, like, I do think it's super overrated. I think when it came out, people were acting like it was sinister, and it's like, this is not sinister.
No,
it's not sinister. You
don't know because you aren't there.
Put it back. We're not buying Fruit Loops. You get Sanity Diamonds.
Did I come back to the world? People spitting on me, call me paper killer. How do they know if they had been there, been me? All crap.
So unsurprising. Fantasy Island, the crowd votes goes directly to Sucks My Butt, Steve. Do not mouse vote.
Already open and ready for it.
Do not collect two.
There you go.
And so far, Blumhouse, we got more Sucks My Butt, Steve than anything, which I don't think has ever happened on this channel before.
Well, it's going to change rapidly because I think the audience is going to turn on us like a fucking hyenas because of that. The Black Phone thing.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, it's not us, right? So I gotta find the thing, by the way. I gotta put that vote up before I forget to. And I'm gonna go take a pee break in the toilet. The Black Phone. I will leave Real Awesome. I will leave. We'll just do Real Awesome or Effable. I don't think
I almost feel like throwing it like just to see how many people would vote for Oldtimer, because I know there's a few out there.
I'll do it. I
know there's a few.
I'll do it. Yeah. But that's up now. So the Black Phone's vote's up now, and I will let we were at dude. I can't keep my head on straight.
Oh.
We're at 8:10 p.m. with Jay. Yeah. Jay at 8:10 p.m. is where we will be. Mon ami.
I'm coming, Jay. Hold on.
Shit, it's like the Flash. Ezra Miller on Ezra Miller.
That's what it is.
Two Ezra Millers.
You can't go into the Speed Force yet, Jay. Okay. All right, I got it.
All right,
Jay. DP3 cameo list. I want Cotton Weary, Sabretooth. DP3 cameo list. What the fuck does that mean? Deadpool 3. I see. Yeah, I would love to see Cotton Weary. I think that would be a really cool addition to have him come back as Sabretooth. Again, a wonderful actor, just in a really bad movie, a really bad script. Even though there are parts of me that do like X-Men Origins. I do. I kind of enjoy it a little bit. But yeah, I'd be fine with that as him coming back. As far as a cameo list, dude, there's so many. I mean, James Marsden as Cyclops, I think that would be cool, but I don't know. Angelo, the Cisco Kid, says, thank you so much, though. Hey, Miketh and J-Dog, how you guys feel about a horror franchise anthology with different villains every movie that cross over to face final guys / gals? So how do you guys feel about a horror franchise anthology with different villains every movie that cross over to face final guys and gals? That wouldn't be bad. I think that would work for something like HBO or HBO Max or the Max now, as they call it, or something like that. I don't know as far as like, I don't think it has potential to do anything like a theatrical thing. But I mean, as far as a TV show, I think it would work pretty well. I'd be fine with that. That'd be cool. God damn, my hair is getting fucking. I gotta get a haircut, yo. Holy fucking shit. Like I said, I think I told you guys, it's like starting to look like Joe Elliott from fucking Def Leppard. I'm not even kidding with you. Brandon Ferguson, hey man, what's up? What's up, man? He said, sup guys, y'all were talking about prank videos earlier. Have either of you seen Cart Narcs? The guy who goes around stores confronting people for leaving their carts in the parking lot. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. I have watched him. I think I binged his videos like a year and a half ago. He's not bad. I don't know if those are pranks though. Like I think he's actually just fucking doing it. Like he actually does give a shit, which by the way is a valid point. People that don't return their fucking shopping carts to the actual bin when it's like 5 feet from them or 5 inches sometimes is annoying as shit. I've seen it, and they'll just let their cart go and fly with the wind and hit another car. It's annoying as fuck. But yeah, I've watched him before, and he's got balls because nowadays people are armed with mace or whatever, and you go up to people like, "Hey, did you put your cart back in the fucking cart or the cart bin?" No, you piece of shit. And then someone pulls out mace and sprays you and then says, fuck you. I don't know. Yeah, but I've seen him. He's all right. Michael Parton, thank you so much. Says, I did recently watch Insidious a few nights ago, and I keep forgetting how goofy it is. There are goofy parts to it. Yes. I think it was a shocker of a movie. Not a shocker, but it had more of a flair to it when it first came out because you weren't expecting anything like that, like Mike talked about. When you saw it in the theaters, I didn't get to see it in theaters, like I said, but Mike did, and he explained it. He was actually telling me about it, and it did sound like something like a Grindhouse or something, like it just, you didn't expect the music, the way that they shot it, and just the overall aesthetic of the film, I suppose. And when I first watched it, I got the same vibe to it. I wasn't as horrified of the main villain, like Mike was. I just thought he kind of like, again, it looked like Darth Maul, but I felt that, but the vibe of the movie, the overall setting of the film, the way they did the thing with the furthering. And Lynn Shay was a powerhouse. I think she was so fucking good in that movie. I really did think she was awesome. I actually loved her in all of them. I think she outshined Patrick Wilson and everyone else. But yeah, there are goofy moments in it for sure. Kyle, thank you so much. Says, sup, dudes? Love y'all. Tell me something funny. Yell at me. Talk to me dirty. No. What the fuck? Hell no. We'll do that later in private chat, Kyle. Okay? Just calm down. Daddy, chill. Again, I said that at the beginning. I'll say it again. Robin Baker says, Mike. Okay, well, that's a Mike question. That's for Scream 7. So that's an 817. locked in there. I'll tell him, Robin. Gary comes back. Thank you so much. Gary says Daredevil and She-Hulk was terrible. They did CGI instead of real martial arts, close-ups instead of wide shots, quick cuts instead of one takes. I'd never watched She-Hulk. I didn't have any desire to watch She-Hulk. I never cared about the character really at all. I know that I liked her in the comic books, don't get me wrong, but I never went out and bought a fucking She-Hulk comic books. I don't care. So the fact that I thought it was cool that they brought Charlie Cox's Daredevil into mainstream Marvel, technically, with while he was in She-Hulk. I didn't have any desire to watch it. I don't care. I feel like there's no way that show is ever going to be super popular. Nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? To see it, I suppose it was just a bad choice of a character to launch a Disney Plus series around, in my opinion. So I'm not surprised they did that but I think they also did that because it was very much they didn't want to take away the focus on She-Hulk. If Charlie Cox and his Daredevil character comes in, and they weren't going to do that. But yeah, I understand. I bet it did suck. I've not seen it though, so I can't say. Int J says, "Hey Mike and Jay, do you think the horror genre will suffer fatigue like comic book movie genre? A lot of mediocre and bad horror lately. I hope not, but I could see it happening if everyone has this. If all these studios start doing the same cookie cutter corporate type of quick cash grab off of nostalgic titles, such as The Exorcist, such as if they ever do a Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that, and they're fooling people and getting them in the seats, and then they're just loading them up with bullshit, really bad CGI, really poor writing, just something to make a quick buck. Absolutely. I think you'll find people get tired of it very quickly. I don't want it to happen because I think we had a big enough drought of not seeing good horror. I really do. I mean, yeah, there have been great horror movies that have come out, but not consistently, not like it used to be. So yeah, it's possible. I think any genre is there's a risk of that happening to it. So yeah, I don't think it will, but I hope it's possible. There's a question for you, Panacho. At 8:17, Robin Barker.
8:17 p.m. My favorite time of the night, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. It's when we all relax with a nice glass of whiskey.
Oh yeah, it feels good. So some what's that fancy sounding drink? Fuck, I don't know. Shit, sorry. Mike. Yeah, that's the fancy shit right there. Mm-hmm. That's Tavares. Hey, girl, I got some Tavares at the house. Come on over. Mike, have you kept up with the Scream 7 rumors? Never returning, shooting early 2024. Yeah. Wondering when Wham will start covering Scream 7 news. Love you guys and love all you do. So here's the thing about that, Robin, is I try to only cover stuff that is either official, at least came from somewhere that I can trust. The thing with Scream is, for years now, the Scream community has been bombarded with fake. This Clips Comprehend guy with the last movie. There's a lot of trouble in that. A bunch of people saying stuff, and I'm not saying that it's real, that it's not real, but like some of this news that has been coming out was from a fucking YouTube comment. Someone commented on it, and it could be real. I'm not saying it's not, but someone commented on a YouTube channel. I was at so-and-so, and all Nev said was, when they asked her, are you going to do Scream 7, was, I can't talk about that. And again, there's not even audio of her saying that. A YouTube comment said, Nev said that she can't talk about it. And there's a lot of places running with it going, Nev's officially returning for Scream 7, and that's just the world we live in with that shit. So I don't want to get up anybody's hopes. I don't want to make anybody mad at an actress, or do any of that shit. So as soon as there's anything real, I there will be fucking videos, updates about it. Love doing those, but I cannot bring myself to do shit that just, to me, it sounds like a Waffle House cook got overheard talk about he's best friends with Nev's dog, and Nev's dog, he's dog whisperer, and he babysat her cousin's dog, and the dog looked him in the eye, and he could feel that she was coming back. That's kind of the extent
Mike's
of
terrible.
What it feels like.
Whatever. I believe that dude. I believe it. Mike doesn't want to follow up on the lead. Doesn't want to follow up the lead. Fucking Lois Lane over here doesn't want to fucking investigate. Source. No, that YouTube comment was source. Trust me, bro. I was at the party. Yes, maybe I got a stalking charge. And yes, technically I wasn't in the party. But I swear, if you listen just right on The Night Winds, I heard Nev say, I can't talk about it.
And look, here's the thing. Like, No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the channels or the people that do cover it. I could cover it and like it would get like those Scream videos do great for the channel. Like they do great views. We could cover it and and people like it when those people cover it. So I'm not knocking it. People like it. They don't need it to be official. Just for me, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to create false narratives. And it's just, that's just the thing.
Mike's trying to get us in beef with other channels. That's what's going on.
No, it's no disrespect.
Our views are declining. We need fucking fresh drama.
I see it and I get excited. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that could be an awesome video. And then I look it up and I'm like, there's nothing fucking there. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
It's up to the creator discretion. If you don't feel like it's gonna fly, fuck it.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how that's kind of how it goes. I don't think that's good for anybody. What about Hush? 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 That's a great song.
Listen, I'll put this at fuckable. I almost want to put it at real awesome. I think it's one of those gem of a movie that no one really ever talks about or has seen because it's kind of buried in the catalog. I think I saw this on Netflix I think it was on Netflix. But it's buried in the catalog of all the other films and it kind of gets overlooked. I think very quickly because people don't take the time to read the description or even to look into it. The Mask is cool. I feel like the cover alone should pull people in, but there's actually a great story involved with this. But the problem with why it doesn't go to real awesome, in my opinion, is because while the setting is great and the story is really good, there are moments of it that kind of like that's lackluster. It just doesn't like it's building, the tension's there, and then it just kind of goes, fuck it, let's play spades. All right, back to it. Let's play Texas Hold'em. I don't know. It just takes too many breaks in between.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on it too, and I do think honestly, like, it could be real awesome. I just think that for one, I saw it one time, and I never felt the need to go back and watch it again. And I remember, like you said, it being a super cool setup, and the mask is super cool, and the storyline's really cool, and it's a great idea. But I remember the end, like the way the movie landed, being just kind of like, oh, okay, well that was fine. Nothing wrong with it at all.
It's like an asshole learning how to drive stick. The transmission stalls out. It's like, here we go. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Oh. And honestly, tonight, I feel like the fuckable category has some really strong entries in it. Like, fuckable is not a bad thing tonight at all. It's not disrespectful. It could be real awesome, but fuckables.
I'm glad that Mike didn't give away one of the. Well, you know what? You could give this away because I was going to say we were talking about it, and I thought you might have said it, but I think it's in the description of the film about the lady that's trying to survive the night, because that makes it that actually pulls you in even further, and you're like, oh, that would be fun. And they actually do a very good job in certain scenes where they show you what it would be like to be in her situation, to have that happen. So
100%.
Pretty cool.
As far as the black phone, shocked. I am shocked, and I'm utterly
Did it go to all-timer?
It did not, Jay. You'll be shocked too. It went to fuckable. 53% of the audience says the black phone is fuckable.
They met us in the middle. That's where we like it.
Says real awesome. 7% says sucks my butt, Steve.
That's where we like it.
Again, fuckable. There's nothing wrong with being in the fuckable category tonight, my friends, and in life. If you're fuckable, I feel like that's a win. Am I not right?
Hey, don't ever try to be like a 10 because you're never going to be a 10. Just be a 5 and be happy. Just be a 5 or 4.5. It doesn't matter. If you're 4.5, they're like, you're kind of cute, but you're kind of ugly. That's okay. That's fine. That's good enough.
Same thing with dick sizes, 4.5 to 5. That's average, guys. That's average. You'd be proud of that 4.5-inch dick. All right.
No.
Nothing wrong with it.
Work with what you got. God gave you the tools. Just work it.
Yeah. And that's not. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being average in this world. As far as Halloween ends go, we already talked about this. We're going to put it to a vote. So I'll put it to a vote right now in the audience while Jay tells us his opinion on Freaky. You saw that, right?
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it had a cool vibe to it. It definitely, it bordered. I mean, I know it was meant to be a horror movie, but it didn't really give me that. It just felt kind of like not a I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like a made-for-TV horror movie. I don't know. While it was fun,
COVID era, like
there's like very goofy kind of overall. And Vince Vaughn is great. I love Vince Vaughn, and I love to see him in anything, really. I mean, nowadays, the motherfucker is like, he's got to be like hanging out the unemployment line a lot.
Hanging
on LinkedIn. I'm kidding. I love Vince Vaughn. But no, I put it at fuckable myself. I think it's a fuckable movie.
That's the correct place for it to go, man. Like you said, it's funny. But But again, I feel like this is a theme with a lot of Blumhouse movies. Like, it doesn't really take any crazy chances. It's just kind of a crowd pleaser in a lot of ways. It's funny. It's lighthearted. It's got some fun slasher horror tropes in it, but it just doesn't take enough risks. I think if you have Vince Vaughn in that role, I think if somebody really went for it, it could have been a real awesome or even an all timer. But it's just a fine movie. You know, nothing wrong with it. It's a good time. Good times to be had.
It's kind of like if somebody's trying to describe our channel. I mean, yeah, it's like average. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's like it just doesn't really take any chances. It does the same thing that works for it. That's about it.
I'd be solid if the world put us in the fuckable category.
I'd be fine. But there'd be a lot be like, no, that sucks my butt, man. That sucks my butt.
100%. There's no fucking doubt about it. Johnny Hideout, or I don't know, where were you, by the way? What time?
Oh shit, I forgot. I didn't tell you because I was so focused on that dude that asked that Scream question. Hold on.
Did you do Johnny Hideout?
No.
You're my favorite. Okay, so
oh my no, I don't want it to be where I missed super. It was like, well, if Jay wasn't such a fuck up, I had my super chat.
I'll read this while you figure out where you were. Johnny Hideout UK says, "You're my favorite YouTube duo. I hope you come to London soon." Fuck, London, Kentucky. We're there.
We have a London. We also have a Paris. We don't have to travel the world. The world comes to us, y'all.
You sound like you're from London. Not that we wouldn't. We're just not big enough to even barely travel more than 3 hours outside of the state.
I can't come to London. London, England, you say? Yeah, that was perfect. We were right on that.
Oh,
that was
yeah. See, we're better than we thought. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Colton Candler, a good man, a decent man, an honest man, and a handsome man, says, "Sup, dudes? Seen that Jennifer Garner, Elektra was confirmed today for Deadpool 3. Hope Affleck Daredevil will make an appearance."
That'd be awesome, dude. That would be a big middle finger to the polished brass at MCU/Disney for them to bring back Ben Affleck as Daredevil, even if it was just a cameo and kind of a joke, because Deadpool does make sense for the perfect median to where it could exist. But you know how like they're all tight asses at Disney. They'd be like, no, because what if they like that version of Daredevil better? And what we're putting out, our hunk of shit has to be the shit they ingest.
Sounds like WB.
Yeah. Oh no, but I mean, yeah, I did see it. Jennifer Garner coming back as Elektra. I think that's cool, man. She's hot and she's ready to trot. You know, and by the way, did you see the new Deadpool suit? Looks good, looks sexy. Probably because it's on Ryan Reynolds. I mean, maybe it's possible. It's just because Ryan Reynolds' ass is wonderful in that suit. But I think it's because
soiled diaper and it looked good.
Well, the news article was like, you could see that MCU money. I was like, it's not like they really upgraded it with $1 billion. I mean, it's just a leather ass suit. It's like you guys act like, oh, that MCU money. There's nothing wrong with the Deadpool suit that they used in the first fucking movie.
No,
so,
not at all. I would love to see Affleck come back as Daredevil. That movie had some moments in it, dude. When he wakes up.
Yeah, it was. If we had a list on that, it'd be fuckable to me. It really would be. I know that some people would say it sucks my butt, and I can understand, but dude, it had Michael Clark Duncan. It had a shitty version of Colin Farrell playing Deadpool or Bullseye. Don't get me wrong. I never miss. Obviously corny as shit, but it was fun, dude. It was fun as fuck. I don't know why. I just thought it was fun.
And I love when he wakes up in that tank and Seether's Hang On is playing. There's some badass moments in that movie. Maybe
my life away.
Maybe get rid of the frosted tips. Maybe get rid of the frosted tips, but there's things about that movie I do enjoy. Something I don't enjoy, Jay, is this fucking movie. Oh no, I do enjoy this movie. This was actually fucking underrated. I got this confused with The Darkness. This, I believe, was a COVID movie.
Real awesome. I put it real awesome myself.
I have no fucking qualms with that. I mean, I feel sort of weird about it because we've treated fuckables with such high regard, but I think this goes real awesome because it's so underrated. It's slow as shit, but it's beautifully shot. And Kevin Bacon, he's got this young wife and Amanda Seyfried, who's this actress, and he shows up on set and she's doing a sex scene, and there's just like. They really handled that relationship really well. Like you felt so bad for him as he's just trying to be.
Yeah, but he was also a piece of trash.
He definitely had his issues too. But the way he found out she was cheating,
absolutely.
It's just an underratedly creepy movie. Not a lot happens, but it's just one of those movies that I feel like it's so underrated that tonight it's Independence Day. Let's put it fucking real awesome.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's not that movie is atmospheric as fuck. Like
I watched it twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude. Like it's atmospheric, and then the ending has got a great titty twister. I love the ending. Like reminded me of something like some Event Horizon shit. Like I don't know. Like I was like, holy shit. Or like Hellraiser Inferno. At the end of Hellraiser Inferno, You think it's going one way, and you're like, oh my fuck, dude, holy shit, that's crazy.
By the way, I just now saw this. Thanks, Josh and JT. Lin Shaye was in the trailer, so I can't say she is.
I didn't know that.
But I mean, like,
she's only in that much.
Yeah, fucking.
Don't show people my wiener size on camera.
Are you in yet? I am.
Don't do that.
Did you ever watch this one, Belko Experiment?
Oh, is that the one where they're all in the office building and they make them do shit to let you? Yeah, I did. I liked it.
I just watched it today.
It's not bad. You know what it reminded me of? What was that movie where they all, if you move from the square, like was it the red square? What the fuck is that called?
The circle.
The circle jerk. Yeah, the circle. And then there was another one too. The cube thing. The cube. I think it was called cube. It all, you know, like if you have to do this. If you don't do this, somebody will die, and they make them go and jump through hoops. And I thought it was not bad. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, I think that, and I just watched it today. This is a strong fuckable movie for me in that it was, but dude, the main dude in this, the Mike character, is the dude from Grind. That's like, I hate clowns, man. I hate clowns.
That dude. That dude looks like he showered.
And it's written by James Gunn, so there's some fun stuff there. So the whole, like, a bunch of Michael Rooker's in this, David Dasmalkian's in this. It's got a great cast. The dude from Scrubs is in this. I can't remember his name right now, Danny Cox or something like that. But the cast was great. It was a great setup. The movie flowed well, but it really is a one-time watcher. I mean, the story is just so, like, it's literally that they show up and they're doing a test on them and they make everybody kill each other. I could never see myself watching it again. It's just a good time to be had. So I think Fuckable is probably solid.
Yep, I put it there. Well, like, it's like that movie. You guys remember The Exam? I think that once you know how it, like, once you know the ending, it's like, I don't need to see you again. It's a great fucking movie though.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a one-time watch, no doubt about it whatsoever. It just kind of ends, and you go, "Oh, that was what it was."
Yeah, it's like begging a girl to, like, go home with you. It's like it's good for a one-night thing. All right, like, you're not gonna write to your mom about, like, I met the man of my dreams, but I mean, hey, it'll be all right. At least it'll, like, it gets you through the night because it's cold outside.
Right. In the case of Halloween Ends, a rare meet in the middle situation with Halloween Ends. You guys voted Halloween Ends to be fuckable, 42%. Real Awesome got 33%. Sucks My Butt Steve only got 25%. So tonight,
that's still pretty high. For a Halloween movie. I mean, let's be honest, but hey, I'm fine with fuckable.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, that's pretty solid, for sure. So, you remember this thing? The Gift with Jason Bateman, not the Keanu
It's my
Reeves
dick in a box.
that fucking poster.
That's really exactly what it looks like. Yeah. You're a mother lover. I'm a mother lover. This people. Yeah. I don't barely remember it now.
It is the definition of a fuckable movie. Joel Edgerton's great actor. Jason Bateman in a perfect situation where he's just put in all these awkward situations. Rebecca Hall's great. But, like, yeah, dude, it's just one of those movies you watch and you go, that was entertaining. And then you forget it. Just like you, I kind of forget it. It was just kind of fuckable. Yeah.
I think I remember the box more than that.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, look at this shit. There are more Sucks My Butt Steves and Fuckables by far.
We've never had that many. No, I think that no, we've had Real Awesome fill all the way up. I think we've had Real Awesome.
Yeah,
I don't think Fuckables ever filled all the way up, and Sucks My Butt definitely has not.
Right. So, like, we're generally positive. This is happening natural. Everyone take off.
It's like watching global warming. No one wants to admit it, but it's happening. Hey, there's another Suck My Ass.
Yep.
Truth or dare, I dare you to be a good movie. You can't do it. Get down in the dungeon.
Look, there's an argument at least for this to be fuckable, but I would agree in the case of the world that we're in.
Small ripoff. It's fucking terrible, dude.
It's all, or Unfriended ripoff. It just, there's nothing original. Like they had enough fun with it. They had an okay time with it, but God, this movie's just so soulless and empty, and just, it could have been an MTV fucking series like Scream.
That's exactly what it was.
Special.
I think you said it right. Soulless ass fucking corporate cash grab. And here's the thing: I felt bad about even talking shit on it the first time because they sent us like treats. Like Blumhouse sent us like that was the only time they ever did anything nice for us. They sent us like a box, like a goodie basket that we ate fucking crickets. And then like, and I was like, oh man, I hope that I like this movie. And I didn't like this movie. What am I gonna do? They gave us fucking crickets to eat.
Yeah, it's a movie for a 12-year-old. I mean, I guess a 12-year-old might.
Well, it's not a bad introductory movie to horror for like a young kid at a Halloween party or something.
But with the quality of the movies that are in Fuckable tonight, it does not deserve to go there. It goes to Sucks My Butt Steve. But by the way, if you guys get a chance, check out that video where we ate crickets and shit.
That was a fun video.
And one thing I want to say real quick, if you guys would do me a favor, and we'll answer a couple super chats real quick. But if you guys would do us a favor, we just started years ago. We had our own We Watched a Movie Facebook page, right? And twice we had a following on it, and Facebook deleted it with no explanation whatsoever. Still don't know what happened there, but we decided it's been like 7 years now. So I decided to start a new one again. There's the We Watched the Movie fan group.
We should have fought Mark Zuckerberg in the fucking cage.
I would have for that.
Yeah, it's like it's blood sport.
But we just started a brand new page, and all of our content, whether it's podcasts or videos or whatever, we're going to post every bit of that on that Facebook page. So if you guys are on Facebook, if you guys would just take a quick second, I would really appreciate it to go and like and follow that page to really get it started. We'd really be thankful for it. There's a link in this ticker that I'm going to put up right. Meow! I forgot to put it up the whole fucking show.
That's all right.
But the link's gonna be in that ticker. We'd both really appreciate if you guys could help get that thing started.
And definitely go to our MySpace page where we update constantly, and we 100%. Are posting nude pictures of celebrities and everything else. It's gonna be great. We also use AI and Photoshop. It's great. That make us look like we're having sex with hot celebrities. Well, we're not, but we look like
Tom Cruise specifically.
Good times, good times with the Scientology symbol above it. But no, also, speaking of liking things, like the video, dude. Like the video. I swear to God, like YouTube does not recommend our shit at all. Like at all. Like they don't. So if you guys don't mind, if you guys are in here, make sure before you leave, just like the video as you head out and be like, I'll see you later. That's fine.
100%. And for those of you who like sometimes don't get notifications for the videos, that Facebook page is going to be perfect because maybe some of you aren't on Twitter, because I know I put everything on Twitter, but if you're on Facebook, you're not on Twitter, go there and then you'll get notified that that's going to happen when YouTube fails, as they so often.
And also follow my Truth Social.
Yeah. It's Jay with the megaphone, butt naked in the church.
Yeah, and I have a huge picture, of Trump behind me. Looks like fucking Patton.
Thanks, buddy. Says, so sorry that I can't hang tonight. I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you both for what y'all do. Can truly say that this channel and the community that y'all built has changed my life. Man,
that's awesome. Really nice to hear. I appreciate that, dude. We're happy as fuck that we had anything to do with this community that sprung up around us, because it's y'all. It's not us. It's y'all. You all like have self-sustained, and Mike and I really don't have that much input anymore. Like, we were just two assholes that got lucky with some great people that, you guys are awesome. We love you guys, and that's always nice to hear.
We just get naked, run backwards through a cornfield. That's just how we do our business. Love you, Wyatt. You're fucking awesome, dude. Love you too, Michael Parton. Since Deadpool is bi, I hope he gets a boyfriend in the third one.
I'm sure. I thought he had. There was a rumor or something that he had a boyfriend. I don't know.
I don't think in the movies.
I think he's well, I don't know if I think he's pansexual. I think I think he was pansexual.
Where he's sort of like Dr. Chalice says that he's just fucks anything that moves.
Yeah, he pretty much would fuck anything. He would literally fuck his unicorn in the ass and be like, I'm feeling good.
Let's fucking do it. Axion, Jaxion. I love you, dude. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Says, hey guys, I just realized I made my first super chat poster in the last live while Mike was peeing and Jay failed to announce that it was my first, probably because I offered to fight you both. Oh, so he wanted a cage match, a gay cage match.
Well, Axion, based on your profile picture, I don't want that. I don't want that. Mike may want that. I don't want that. Axion, Jaxion. First off, you look like you look like a dude that, like, on the selection screen of Final Fight, you look like Haggard, like Mayor Haggard. And two, your name is Axion Jaxion, so that means you're already ready to fuck it. Like, you're like, I'm not locked up here with you. You're locked up here with me. I don't want that in my life, sir. But we appreciate you coming around here, Axion Jaxion.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
He looks like he would say that. Like, you look like you could wear a Bane mask.
Oh, thanks, man. Sorry we missed that. For sure. It's just because we only fight together. If you fight me and Jay, we only fight in tandem.
Dude, you're the fucking Shadow King. Me and Mike are fucking Billy and Jimmy Lee from Double Dragon. You're like the final boss.
Thank you, dude. Brandon Barry says, if you want to see a really scary movie, go see Sound of Freedom.
What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
All I know is that I have no idea. I haven't seen a trailer, haven't seen anything, but apparently it's a super political movie that everybody's fighting about. And that's why I'm like, I'm glad I haven't heard about it. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, well, like if you want to get mad, just go watch a political documentary. That's it. All you gotta do is it doesn't matter what side of the fence
go
you
to your
fall on.
uncle's
Just
Facebook.
go watch. Yeah, just go watch it. Yeah, go wherever, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm mad tonight. Now I'm gonna beat my wife.
It was like that nefarious.
Just fucking watch. Hey, dude, watch American Gladiators documentary.
Yeah.
Watch the Wham documentary. Watch the Arnold documentary, which is really fucking good, by the way. I'm on the third act of it. I think where he's becoming governor. Dude, what a fucking incredible dude. Oh my God. If you guys get a chance, check out the new Arnold Schwarzenegger's documentary on Netflix. He is a fucking god amongst men. And not just because he looks like a Greek god, he literally, his brain, dude, he's so smart. He's so smart.
The man's mentality, especially when it comes to that political shit. He's like,
he knew how to navigate it. And not to mention, like at the very beginning, someone was like, Arnold's the most calculating man I've ever met in my life. 100%. He's the most calculating dude ever. Every single step of his life has been planned out. And I loved it when he was in the documentary. He's like, I won 13 championships in a row. And then I saw, it's like a climber of a mountain. You look over, I was like, how do I climb that mountain? And he wanted to be an actor. And that's just, now I climb that mountain. I love it, dude. I was like, that guy's like a fucking can-do dude.
Dude, Arnold's always been like my movie dad, in my opinion. Like, and he's fucking amazing. I love that fucking documentary so much. Jay's right. Y'all got to see that shit. JSR, thanks, buddy. Says, do you guys think Halloween movies would be better if Mike was an elusive /hard to kill rather than supernatural? P.S. Not elusive as in running.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, he's just running from the devil. B
button.
I think I think it's, you got to decide what you want Michael to be. Is he going to be supernatural, or is he not going to be? If he's not going to be supernatural, then yes, being more of an elusive type of killer, harder to track down, harder to to figure out his movements or to actually get any kind of kill shot on him. Yes, 100%. Do I like that better? No, I do like the idea that you play around with. You don't know. That's what makes Michael scary and unique. Is the I don't know factor. Is he supernatural? Is he not? I have a good question right there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you right there. Because here's the idea. John Carpenter obviously laid it out that he was maybe supernatural. He got fucking shot. I shot him 6 times. Like, he shot the fuck out of it. He fell off a banister. He fell down like a 3-story house, and he survived it.
I think that was the scariest it ever was, is when you didn't know. But I think at this point, I don't know if they have the luxury of being like, we don't know. I think the lore's gone too far gone. So maybe you do have to make a choice. Is he supernatural or is he just... So that's actually a really great question for sure. And by the way, I do want to point out that apparently The Sound of Freedom is not a political movie, is what the chat's saying. All I saw that people were arguing about it, and it was a fight. So I just assumed...
I never seen it.
That it was like nefarious, where they made a horror movie, but it was actually like a religious, like shove it in your face kind of movie. And like, I just assumed it was that same deal. And it's being called The Sound of Freedom makes it sound like that. So point blank, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So much racist and anti-America. What a sack of shit. What a sack of shit.
Yeah. All I did was butt chug beers.
Pure Sound of Freedom is like, what? I like China.
Yeah, for the 4th of July, I just went out to the sidewalk and made my neighbor's kids watch me butt chug beers.
He took a pellet gun and started shooting anybody that was putting off a firework.
Egbert Roddington says, Mike, is that an alien headlight behind you? If so, you should turn it on. So that was a Father's Day present for my 13-year-old. And I'm out of cords and shit. So I have to buy a specific cord, and I just haven't been to Walmart for the same reason. I don't watch movies like Nefarious or Sound of Freedom. I haven't had a chance to go to Walmart. There's not one in my town. Like, you have to drive like 25 minutes to buy one.
You should go on Amazon. It's like a thing on Amazon.
Jesus Christ, why didn't I do that? That's a really good point.
What it is. Actually, unless you have a dial-up and it's too slow. I get it.
Fuck, I should have just done that. I don't know why I didn't. Thank you. I'm going to do that after the stream.
Yeah, that's all.
It's a really good point. It's a really good fucking
Your
point.
daughter could be like, hey, you could have just gone on Amazon. You're just lazy and you don't care about my gift.
God, I'm so stupid. Stupid. I can't get movies right. I can't buy shit on Amazon. Paranormal Activity.
All-timer.
Yeah, I think so. I think what it spawned, it deserves all-timer status.
I feel like, but there is a moment of overhypeness, especially when Steven Spielberg was like, "Oh, I heard something moving in my kitchen, so I put it in a black garbage bag and threw it out." I was like, "All right, guys, like the movie was already good enough. You don't really need the extra." Oh my God, we scared a Hollywood director, like he thought his house was haunted after it.
Hey, they did it though. They
it was
worked
great.
the shit out of that marketing.
And as far as the low budget, oh dude, I love that. I love the fact that they took like something that you and anybody out there could have shot, and they did it with like minimal, like maybe it cost like $30,000 or $25,000, and they made a mega hit.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, dude, I love it.
100% all-timer. And again, it's just like the Blair Witch Project. There are certain movies that just change the direction of horror that just really fucking matter. Scream, Insidious counts in that a little bit. The Conjuring, even though I'm not a fan, counts as that as a little bit. There's certain movies that are just stalwarts in horror that change things and pivoted the whole genre. And there's no doubt Paranormal Activity is one of those, so it belongs in all-time.
Wait, dude, I saw your fucking
what?
The ticker. No, I was reading the ticker when you were talking. It says well, I got to get back to it. It said something about cherry Diet Coke and Masterpiece something.
The Last Dawn soundtrack?
Yeah, I was reading that shit. I was like, dude, that sounds like us when we were like 13 and we were going to jams in Winchester. We were like fucking two white kids buying shit that there's no way that you listen to just because you like the cover.
I only know because I had that fucking CD. That's why I know.
Oh my God, dude, that's funny as fuck. That was
I'm hilarious. Just a white man living in a black world.
I know.
A black man living in a white world.
I remember I got Silk the Shocker and something else. I was like, I'm not even gonna listen to it. I just thought the cover. It was like the trendy thing to do was to go out and buy all these fucking records. So you did No Limit Soldiers. I thought I told you. But you all right. Paranormal Activity was it took what the Blair Witch Project handed down and just like revitalized the idea and refined it.
Yeah, it's where it should be. No doubt about it. 100%. I think we got another all-timer here in my personal opinion when it comes to Sinister.
What a sexy. By the way, that girl's on her period. Get her a fucking tampon.
Bears, Ron. The bears.
So gross. Jesus Christ, honey. You don't got to send me a message like that. I get it. I'll go to the store. You don't need to write shit on the walls of your
You didn't get home until 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah, dude. Sinister by itself, dude. Holy. The not to mention the soundtrack. When he's watching the what are the I can't remember what they call it.
The footage reel.
The reel. I know there's a certain word for it. I don't know what I can't remember. But
8mm.
8mm. Yeah, when he's watching the reels and you hear that like that shit, like it fucking like dude, I'm like Jesus Christ, did I take Ambien and try to stay up and drink alcohol with it? Like it fucking freaks you out, dude. And you like yeah, dude, like holy shit, what a fucking great ass movie, dude.
Yeah,
it's an all-timer.
It's an all-timer. And
I hated that kid with long hair though. I hated his son. Like when he was in that box, I was like, you should have taken that box and thrown it out to the fucking dump when he was in it.
Return that shit to Amazon with the Babadook book. But no, I think that this movie it is actually one of the scariest movies ever, like for sure. And like this is one of Blumhouse's biggest failures as far as they could not the movie itself, but the way they could turn The Purge into 20 goddamn movies, the way they could turn Paranormal Activity, like all these movies, like they really failed the possibility of what this franchise could have been. Sinister 2 came out, they didn't do it right, they fucked it up, and then Blum was just like, oh, we're never going to touch it again. Huge mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah, Blumhouse was like Obi-Wan goes like, I have felt you, Anakin. I have felt you.
Yeah, y'all should have went back to this well at least one more time to see what could have happened. But that movie is genuinely scary.
James Wan,
great acting.
The first one. Was it James Wan?
I don't think James Wan directed this one. I could be wrong.
I don't know. Whoever directed the first one should have come back for the second one. Maybe they did. I don't know. Could be stupid. This is how low tech we are. We're literally trying to zoom in on a fucking thumbnail pic that Mike used.
I could just IMDb it.
I'm just gonna do it. Hold on.
No, Scott Derrickson. Scott Derrickson.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Did he not do the sequel?
He did. No, he didn't do the sequel. He did. But he did. You know, obviously, he did Doctor Strange. He did Hellraiser Inferno. He did Exorcism of Emily Rose. He's got some bangers.
It's so weird. You know, and I understand like directors want
Black Phone.
Well, they want to put their own spin on it, but I never understand like when something works, like when the film preceding you coming in as the new director worked. why the fuck are you going to go radical with the story and just make it so different and make it like something that is not like what the audience is going to want? And then you're surprised when nobody gives a fuck about it and they shit on it. Like, I don't understand.
I'm not 100% sure, dude, but I think part of a Sinister, again, going back to Blumhouse, I could be wrong, but I think there was a budget issue too. Like, I don't think they really took the time. It was one of those bad Blumhouse decisions to kind of rush it and kind of half-ass it, and I don't think it really just didn't work out.
We all have excuses, sir. And there's moments in my life that I don't want to get up and go to work, but we do it. We do it to put the food on the table. And
corn cob corn.
If we don't put the food on the table, then we won't have a wife, and we won't have children. We won't have. Important. That sounds like some Obama shit. But no, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, man. That it didn't. Yeah.
Joey Hebert asks, very close to the San Diego Chargers quarterback's name, says, "Would you rather get a Halloween movie right now or a Nightmare on Elm Street movie?" What a good question.
Dude, it's Nightmare on Elm Street for me.
It is, but what a good question.
That's a great question. Yeah, a great question that we can answer very quickly. I think that Halloween's had its time in the sun and the spotlight. I think it's been given a good treatment up to Halloween ends. I mean, I don't think that's a terrible movie necessarily, but but Nightmare on Elm Street is a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, like fresh blood in that series is long overdue, and done right. 100%. It's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of franchises that you could come to me with, and I would say I would rather have that than a Halloween film, you know, especially with the excitement now that maybe Blumhouse doesn't own Halloween and it could go to who knows A24, whoever, someone very exciting that could do anything special and weird and strange. And there's some wild and crazy.
Let's do magic in your garage.
Yes, in the butt. Yeah. But Nightmare, dude, it's time. Nightmare is whoever fucking is in control of what's going on with Nightmare and is not doing anything with this has the hottest fucking potato of all time. Like, they're just sitting on a goddamn gold mine that everyone's waiting to explode. It's crazy, but yeah, it's gotta be Nightmare, man. Dan Murphy says, appreciate your review on Insidious 3. First two were good, but boring for me. Enjoyed Conjuring films more, but overall, not my favorite horror subgenre.
I get you. Yeah. It's not, well, yeah, it definitely has its own unique niche in the horror community as far as Conjuring goes. But there are a lot. It's actually really funny. There's debates with Insidious versus The Conjuring. If you go on Reddit, these motherfuckers are like going to war with each other. Yeah. I like to go through and just read the comments because it's funny as fuck.
Well, I mean, as far as like Insidious 3 goes, and that's what we'll bring it up, Dan. Thank you. That's a good point. Like, dude, Insidious to me just has always had just enough grit to like, it's a little bit darker, a little bit more fucked up. It's got its own attitude a little bit more. So like, I really appreciate the Insidious franchise a little bit more than I do the Conjuring franchise, because the Conjuring franchise at this point is super bubblegum Walmart.
Yeah.
But like, I think that whole genre at this point almost needs to go, especially after seeing Insidious 5 and a great directorial effort and great cinematography and all that. To have it all just feel so empty and cheap, I feel like this whole subgenre is just done. Like, I feel like we're done with it. Like,
well, it's time to move on. Unless they do some really cool reinvention of, or they do something like a new,
like an R-rated,
like a new angle on it. I don't know.
Like a Sinister type movie where it's gnarly.
Yeah, like I didn't. Like, well, and by the way, Sinister came out in the midst of that, where it was already flooded with all these types of the similar movies, and then.
But Sinister, it had more nuts than any of them.
Yeah, this is why I think of your nuts suck. Insidious 3, is that the one about the one that couldn't breathe?
No, Insidious 3 was the one. I think it was Dermot Mulroney, right? And he had the young daughter. So this is the first.
Yeah, the one that the monster that couldn't breathe, that had a breathing mask on, the one that was haunting her.
That was in that. I want to say that was 2. A lot of it gets
Insidious 2 was where the nun, or not the nun, but the woman in the black dress was attacking. She had possessed Patrick Wilson's body.
But there was the dude in the the breathing, the old man. Yeah. Okay, yeah, my bad. I was getting the hospital scene and 2 confused with
the old fucking bastard that was like, I won't die. I thought there were moments in Insidious 3 that could have been really good, especially when she breaks both her legs and she's laying in the bed, and that dirty ass motherfucker, the ghost guy, like she's literally at his mercy, and he comes into the room. There's like moments where you're like, oh shit. And again, Lynn Shay is brilliant in the film. She's awesome. I like that in this movie you're introduced to Goggles and the other guy, her team. I thought that was pretty cool.
Lee Whannell and
yeah, I thought they were good.
They did.
But other than them, the movie was very basic to me. It was very standard. I didn't. Not that it was not that it was unnecessary. I just feel like it was a very cheap way to make a sequel. You know what I mean? Like it was like, all right,
yeah,
the brand's already there. We'll just pump something out real quick. We'll throw Lin. But to be fair to Lin Shaye and the two guys that played her sidekicks, they were awesome. They always did great. They always did good. So yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's a fuckable movie to me. But I would put it sucks my butt. I could put it sucks my butt, but I would say it's fuckable.
Yeah, I think it's definitely fuckable, man. I think that it had some really good jump scares, and this was a few years back before this shit was just really drug into the ground, and they had some good scares, and I really like the cast. Like I cared about the girl, I cared about the dad, I cared about that shit that was going on there. So like I think Insidious Chapter 3 was as good as Insidious Chapter 3 could have possibly been for this point in the franchise. Not bad at all, but totally be fuckable. It's almost the definition of a fuckable movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
it's average. Pretty much what our wives tell us after we're done having sex. That's average.
100%. What's not average, I think a little bit below average, is Sinister 2.
I put it as fuckable. I know you probably put it lower, but I put it as fuckable. I didn't hate this movie. They did give Deputy Doofus, the dude from the first one. I actually like that guy. They gave him more screen time, which is always. I thought he was a cool guy. I actually liked him a lot. His character, and I liked his character arc. That after what happened with the first movie, that he kind of becomes a seeker of knowledge on the paranormal. I kind of did enjoy his character arc, but overall, yeah, it wasn't a strong movie as far as a sequel goes. I was kind of bored through most of it. And they didn't do anything new. They didn't do anything different. I just felt like, okay, you're just rehashing shit. So, I think it's fuckable. I think it's fuckable. I don't think it's.
Can you still not see me? Am I still blacked out? God
damn
it! It's doing that weird shit again. Hang on one second.
Mike's hiding things right now. He's burning his tax returns.
You don't want to see my dick.
He doesn't want anyone to know anything.
You can't handle this dick, son.
Yeah, and he's sucking a guy named Tommy in the back.
Oh shit! Fuck. All right, here's what I'm gonna do, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and take my pee break because I might have to restart this shit. I don't know what's gonna go on with it. It's being a piece of shit.
Well, just talk to him for a second. I'll be right back. I just gotta get this. Hold on.
Okay. Well, so I know you guys can't see me, but Sinister 2, I'm gonna put it to a vote for you guys because I would call it probably sucks my butt, Steve, just based on the fact that I think the fuckable movies are in this category so far are so much better than this was. It had a couple good reels. There was a couple good reels in it, like as far as the footage goes, but that's just based on the first movie. So I'll put it to a vote, see what you guys think, because that's an interesting one for sure. And
where you at in the super chats though?
Give me 1 sec. Let me start this poll here. It's either Effable or Smubby Steve. And let you guys vote on that. And then fuck, dude, none of this shit's everything's broken.
Okay, hold on. I think we read Wyatt, Michael. Axiom Jackson.
We are at John Horrorcide at 9 p.m. on the dot.
Oh, okay. Enjoy your pee pick.
I'll be back. I'll try to fix the shit.
Okay. John Horrorcide, thank you so much. Good sir. Says, what's up, guys? I missed the last live stream, but watched it. We appreciate that. By the way, Jay, I do watch the first Friday the 13th when I marathon them. But if I watch just one Friday, I watch the final chapter. You, sir, are a purist, and I respect your spirit, and I respect your commitment. I cannot do such thing. I can't watch Friday the 13th one if I'm doing a marathon. I understand why you do it, but I also appreciate you saying that if you're going to just watch the final chapter, because that really is the sexy Friday the 13th. Am I correct? I think so. I think we're correct. I won't brook an argument about it. Kyle says, thank you so much. Says, thoughts on Secret Invasion. I'm loving it so far. Mike and I actually did the review for the first 2 episodes, maybe 3. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was really, really good. I don't know if they've released more. I haven't checked. I've been busy. I've been watching. What was I watching? I was watching those documentaries on Netflix that I was talking about: the American Gladiators documentary, the Arnold documentary, and then there was something else. And I've also been, geeking out hard with a huge amount of geek juice on Star Wars: The Old Republic, but I've got to get on. Like that actually gives me a reason to get on Disney Plus because I haven't used it in a minute. So, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying. I think it was really good. I think that they did a really good job with Secret Invasion, to be honest. Michael Parton, thank you so much, Michael. I stopped watching She-Hulk after I saw her twerking with Megan the Stallion. Then I was like, I'm done. Yeah, I saw a clip of that. It's just so out of character of She-Hulk, in my opinion. I'm not saying that She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, the character in the Marvel comics, is not without comedy or humor, and I get that, but when they try to make her like a fucking side piece or like a TikTok bitch, I was like, all right, I don't care. Like, holy fuck, like who the fuck are you making this for? Obviously not for people that care about the characters that you're trying to bring to the big screen from the comic books. Obviously you're not doing that. I don't know what you're doing it for, but yeah, I think a lot of people checked out after that, Michael, because I remember they were making clips of it. They were like memeing her. So yeah, I agree. Peter Meekin, thank you so much, Peter. Hey, you legend. Sorry, I've not super chatted in a long time. Been taking care of my mom. Good news, she's getting better. That's awesome, dude. Glad to hear it. Just wanted to say, love you both. Hope to meet you guys one day. Drinks are on me, and they better damn well be me, Peter. I will not take no for an answer when I ask you to pay the bill as I run away when I don't have the money in my wallet to pay for it. But yes, Peter, I'm glad that your mother's doing better and you don't need to worry about it. No excuses are necessary, my good sir. We're just happy to have you here. I'm glad things are going better, and we can't wait to meet you. We love meeting you guys every chance we get. It's awesome. We love it. Dan D, big Dan D, Dan says MCU has been a letdown lately, but the Deadpool 3 rumors have got me cautiously interested. Old Fox characters, old X-Men actors, etc. Should be fun to see how they make fun of that with the R rating. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's a kind of wait and see approach, obviously, with that, how they handle Deadpool, because Disney could easily fuck this up. We hope and we all pray in our loving Father Ryan Reynolds that he allows this not to happen, and in making Deadpool 3, and he's promised it's going to be rated R. It's going to be great. So yes, it is definitely interesting to see what they're going to do with it. And you can't help you got to do that with that character, right? You got to break the fourth wall. You got to make fun of what came before the X-Men movies, which Deadpool already has done, like how they made fun of Wolverine, and the character and how they treated Deadpool in X-Men Origins. So yeah, so it's definitely piqued the interest of a lot of people, I think, that have turned away from Marvel at this point in time. But I agree with you, Dandy. I agree with you, sir. Moving on through. Child of the Corn. That's a big question right there. Van Halen or Van Hagar? I side more with Sammy. Child of the Corn, we will be friends of the corn, and we will tell stories and eat popcorn when we microwave our corn. Because I agree with you. Sammy Hagar, for me personally, I think Sammy Hagar with Van Halen was better than David Lee Roth. I'm sorry. I do. I think that when Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker, came on board, they wrote better songs. It had a better sound to it. Sammy Hagar's voice fit better. And I'm not taking anything away from David Lee Roth. Don't get me wrong. David Lee Roth is legend. He deserves all the praise. But I just feel that there was more of a connective spirit between Hagar and Eddie Van Halen when they were in Alex Van Halen, the whole band, when they were on stage and when they were singing their songs and they're writing their songs. I just feel like there was something really magical when they were like, dude, holy shit. They wrote, and they were ballads. Don't get me wrong. They had a lot of ballads, but they were like, they just fucking rocked it out, dude. Like, I don't know. For me, Van Halen, the 80s music or the 80s sound of Van Halen, I think of Sammy Hagar. I agree with you, Corner of the Child. Camp Blood Collections, 99 cents. Thank you for the super sticker. We enjoy that. We'll put that on our refrigerator. Austin says, thank you, man. I went to an overpriced pool today and the bar didn't take cash, and I'm still upset. Who the fuck doesn't take cash? Take me back to the 90s. Yeah, that's true, man. What the hell is that? I don't even understand that. I'd be like, what the? I mean, personally, I don't carry cash that much anymore at all. But yeah, dude, that is kind of fucking crazy. I mean, I think my mom always told me, like, always keep like a couple of bucks in your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, just a couple, like $2-3, maybe $5 or whatever, just to have some cash on you. And the fact that there's a lot of places nowadays that just won't take it. It's kind of like, what the fuck? What you mean? It's this hard goddamn made American money, and you won't take it. You want some digital shit. What are we in? The AI revolution? Yes. Okay. Well, I was checking. But yeah, it's true, man. That pissed me off too, Austin. Sorry that happened, dude. Trefla Medit, I can never say your name correct, sir. It almost sounds like you're screaming out clear in German. Trefla Medit. I don't know how to say it. Hey guys, you're stopping in to say you guys are awesome and love this community. Can't wait to throw a couple of beers back with you guys at Scarefest. Fuck yeah, dude. We're gonna drink till our dicks fall off. I mean, not fall off. We don't want that. We're just gonna drink till our eyes roll back in the back of our heads, and we have to have someone call an Uber for us so we can find our way to a dusty ass Motel 6 and hang out and drink more, and then realize that our lives suck the next morning. I know. I thought this through, but thank you, man. Glad to see you here. Moving on through cruising. Devin Nugent says, "Hey boys, big fan. Thanks for everything y'all do. I'm going to ask Mike that question when he returns. I don't know where Mike is. I don't know what's going on. Apparently his camera broke because he slapped it when someone said that Halloween Ends wasn't an all-timer because Mike sucked that Halloween Ends dick. I'm kidding. I don't know. But I will. You are 936, Devin. I will let Mike know. I'm alone here completely. I think Mike is gone completely. I don't know where he is. No, it can't be because the ticker's still there. Can he leave and just have the ticker still? I don't know. Let me check my phone. Did he say something? No, he didn't. Okay, let's keep going through here. Cruising. The Field of Screams podcast, Paranormal Activity or Insidious? Paranormal Activity. No, I'm sorry. My stupid face. Insidious. I won't go to Paranormal Activity over Insidious. I just think Insidious is too good. Personally, too good. Okay, I think we're there. Holly says I'm live with you guys. Holy shit, this is cool. I've never gotten through all of them before. Hold on. Let me go. I gotta tag this. I gotta tag this one. Devin. Okay, 936. Remember that. 936. Okay, I'm here with you guys. All right, he said he'd be right back. I think, Jay. Holly says. We think. We don't know. Tomo says Jay is cracking under pressure to perform. No, I don't care. I'll just be myself. It's fine. That's fine. D Mitch says, Jay, what are you drinking tonight? Well, not much, if anything, but just the huge. I'm drinking the Michelob Ultra. Tomo Goto says Blumhouse is visiting Mike. Yeah, they're beating the shit out of him in the alleyway somewhere. Ryan Swayze, 88, says, Jay, what's your thoughts on The Flash? I'm a torn parent. I understand that The Flash was not good. Okay, don't get me wrong. The CGI in that were pretty bad. But I enjoyed it for Michael Keaton. I did like Michael Keaton's performance. I had a good time watching the movie. Let me just say that. I feel like it was a fun movie. And I look at it like it was the last iteration of anything to do with Zack Snyder. So I just took it like that. It's like it's the last time Daddy's ever coming home, so I'm gonna have a good time. Like if your dad and mom are divorcing you're divorcing, and you'll probably never see your dad again. I know it's a sad situation all around, but that's how I've looked at it. But it was a fun movie. It was just fun. Okay, Jay, my name is Trey. Filmed it just with no spaces. Okay, I think Mike had said that, but I like the way I said it. Okay. it's like Lord of War, and he's like, no, it's Warlord. Yeah, but I prefer the way I said. You're back, bitch!
Dude, I had to restart my computer. I had to do a bunch of shit. I had to cancel. I've got to re-add all.
Do you know what I've been through?
Shit show. What a shit show. Okay.
Okay. There's a question for you at 9:36. It's Devin Nugent, and my dick is literally getting ready to fall off because it has to go drain.
Go enjoy.
Devin Nugent, 9:36.
Okay. One sec, you guys, because so basically what happened was sometimes, and this hasn't happened in like years, but my battery will die and I can't, when I come back, it's got me blurred out, it's got me blacked out, and I can't get back into anything. So I had to restart my whole computer, and now everything's fucked up, and now I've lost all the super chats, so I got to go back into the thing. So sorry for the technical interruptions, guys. We'll get it figured out. I'm scooting back through right now, and let me see. By the way, in the case of Sinister 2, let me pull that up real quick. In the case of Sinister 2, let me share my screen with you guys. So sorry about this, guys. Fucking goddamn internets. I have to find Sinister 2 and pull it up on there because everything sucks and the world's a wiener. You guys said that Sinister 2 is a sucks my butt Steve. 54% to 46% over fuckable. So that is where that one goes. And we can knock that one out, put it in there. Get back in your hole. There's going to be a couple minutes here where I can't put super chats on the screen because where I had to leave the screen, I had to get knocked out and it won't let me. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. We're almost back on track. Oh, fuck me in the fucking face with the spoon. All right. So here's what we're going to have to do. While Jay's gone, I'm going to go through some he hasn't been through. He's going to have to read the super chats because it won't let me access them. So that's just where we're at. But while this is going on, that's not what I wanted, you piece of shit whore from Texas. Let me go through a couple of these that Jay hasn't seen, starting with The Hunt. I'm 90% sure Jay hasn't seen this one. You know, as far as this movie went, like it wasn't that bad. It was fine. It just wasn't anything special at all. I think it barely reaches the fuckable. You could argue sucks my butt Steve, and if we run out of spots, that's probably where it will go. It's just one of those movies that it was sort of enjoyable. It pissed people off more than it was worth for all the hubbub that went around The Hunt. A half decent little movie that just barely was worth watching, honestly. Just another one of those Blumhouse like kind of fly by night movies that they promoted the shit out of, but really didn't have a whole lot of oomph to it. It was fine, you know. Jay, I do not believe has seen Mathrigan. Mathrigan is, gosh, dang it, man. It's just, again, it's the definition of just fuckable. Not the doll itself, because that sounds weird because it's a child's doll. So I don't even know why I went there with it, but it just sounded weird when it came out of my mouth. And now I feel weird about the whole situation. Could not put this above fuckable. Look, it's another situation where Blumhouse showed everything in the trailers. Like everything was in the goddamn trailers. All of it was. And they made it PG-13 when they could have made it R and done something wild and crazy with it, but they really nerfed the shit out of it. It was fine. The dance scene where she grabs the paper cutter thing and was like dancing is freaky as shit. Really cool, crazy, holy shit horror moment. The entire thing was in the trailer. Just they could add something special, but I could never put Megan Mathrigan above anything except for Effable as a film. And it's crazy. We're at this point in the show, we're already running out of Effable spots, and we added so many. That's crazy to me. That's wild and crazy, kids. Let's see what else we got here. Looking at stuff that just Jay hasn't seen. The Lazarus Effect. I'm gonna have to just put this in sucks my butt, Steve. You could make a good argument that this movie is fuckable for sure. Great cast. Olivia Wilde was in this. Mark Duplass was in this. Great actor. But this movie just did literally nothing. It came and it went like a soft fart in the night, and just no real scares. Just like that was fine. It was just fine, I guess, sort of. It could be fuckable on another night, but tonight it's gonna have to go to sucks my butt, Steve. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, even though it had a great cast. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hey, so where I had to exit the stream, I don't have any of the fucking super chats beyond. I went through some that you haven't seen, but 9:42 p.m. is the cutoff for me. So I'll actually have to have you read the super chats that we go through up until that point.
I think I read them all.
Oh, were we caught up?
I think so. Yeah. No. Yeah, we were caught up because I was having a full. Yeah. The last thing I talked about was Jay. My name is Trey. Filmed it with no spaces because I called him. I said it was like it sounded like I was saying it the wrong. I was like, Trey filmed it like
Okay.
like a yeah. So I was at 9:53 was the last thing.
Okay, so that works then. I'm at 9:50 is what I've got, and it's Field of Screams podcast. Is
Yeah,
Paranormal Activity?
yeah. I was all caught up.
Or Insidious. If I had to pick one, for the sake of horror, I'd probably say Paranormal Activity because it was just something new and fresh and crazy. But I do think Insidious is a better overall movie. What do you think?
No, I answered it.
Oh, you already answered that one? So
yeah, I was caught up. The last thing I was at 9.
Oh, I got you. It's the one beneath that. All right, so we're back. We're good. We're fucking good. Sorry, guys. Okay, so how about this guy right here?
Yeah, that little guy can go into that guy can go to a vote because I would either put it between Sucks My Butt Steve and Fuckable. I actually, and I'm leaning more towards the Sucks My Butt portion of the game because I think the sequel is way fucking better. The sequel is way fucking better. Dark Web is 100% better.
I'm gonna grab your dick and twist it. I would actually put this movie
dick twist
in Real Awesome personally. So I'll put it to a vote. I would say, but I'll put all three of them on there. I would say Real Awesome, dude, just because I thought it was not quite on the level of Paranormal Activity, but as far as desktop horror goes, this movie is so soothing to watch, and it was such a newish thing. It wasn't the first movie to do it, you know, but like I just have a great time watching this. I think the kills were lackluster. Like, how the fuck are you going to kill yourself by putting your face in a blender? Like the blender would stop. That shit's just dumb. But every time I watch this movie, I get a kick out of it. I have a great time. So we'll put that to a vote for you folks.
Mike's like, Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. He ceased to be Mike Holtz and became Darth Vader.
Darth Dickon. Darth Big Cockenstein.
Dude, to me, that's Real Awesome.
I agree with you. I would put Dark Web and Real Awesome. That movie, the way they did the fucking
that could actually happen is why I'm saying it. Like that shit, like there's so many fucking weirdos that pay top dollar money for like the shit they did in that, like, you know, the Red Door, you know, conspiracy, like you go on the dark web. I feel like that could possibly, potentially, maybe happen, even with your VPN. They could track you down. I don't know. It's scary to think about that. And plus, by the way, that motherfucker had it coming. He stole a laptop, right? That dude just stole a laptop and signed into it. And then he got like into their bank account. Like, I'm almost like, I get, like, obviously the people were evil with what they were doing, but like, it's like, bitch, you stole their shit.
Yeah, it's my favorite of the two, and I think it's an underrated movie. The only thing I'd go against this movie is that when they did the kills and shit, they tried to almost hint that it was supernatural, the way people would like pop in and out of the screen and shit like that. And if you really looked at it with a fine-tooth comb, you're like, that shit's fucking stupid. That could never actually happen. But the way they tied in the dark web with like the videos, it's almost like Sinister with the footage reels, the videos of people in fucking shit like the bottles, not bottles, but barrels and shit. Freaky ass movie at times. I'm good with Real Awesome as well. Yeah, I like it, Steve.
It turned out that the hacker they hired to make sure that the video footage was all grainy and shit, they could never, you know, catch a look at him, was Neo from the Matrix.
It was literally fucking.
It was like, God damn, that guy's CIA or some shit.
I know you like this one. I know you. I would say this is nothing more than fuckable for me. I think this movie's super overrated. I think it's slow as shit and barely anything happens, but people love it.
You were the chosen one. It was said you were the strongest. I would put this at Real Awesome, but I can let the chat decide.
Yeah, I think most people will agree, but we will. In the case of Unfriended, you good folks out there said, I haven't actually looked yet. Oh, it's tight. It's tight like a tiger, Steven. Oh my God. Wow. This is crazy, dude. This is wild. In the case of Unfriended, 37% of the audience says Real Awesome. 37% of the audience also says Sucks My Butt, Steve.
Whoa.
It totally
they bypassed fuckable all the way. They said, fuck that shit. We go hard or we go dead tonight.
I'm not going to look. I'm going to do an unfriended style countdown to 10. And whatever it's at when I'm done wins. 10, 9, 8. I'll start from 5 because no one wants to watch me count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Real Awesome. 40% is the end of the poll for Unfriended. Real Awesome gets 40%. Sucks My Butt Steve 34%. And Fuckable only 25%. Unfriended is polarizing, sluts. That's crazy.
I'm disappointed in the chat.
We've never seen that before. I don't.
No, it's cool though. I mean, yeah, I've never seen him just bypass. Like, no, it's like you either in, you out. Like you either in, you out. There is no crazy. There is no choice.
No choice. So Oculus, I'll put to a vote right now. You fine folks are making the choices tonight. Oculus. I do love Katie Sackhoff. She was great in the movie.
Mm-hmm. That seems fucked. Yeah, the whole thing with her being locked in that room and pulling her fucking teeth out. Holy shit. I've seen a lot of police videos, but it's like that was the best representation of a crack addict if I've ever seen one in my life.
I've just seen it so many times. I'm like, it's a fucking mirror. God damn it. Figure it out. How about this one? What do you think?
It's a possessed mirror, you insistent fuck.
My dick is possessed.
And they were kids.
Sometimes when I drink too much whiskey, it won't get hard. Just lays there lazy.
Yeah, Oculus, the mirror is like looking at yourself, wishing that you looked half as good as the mirror tells you. And it's not true. You're lying to yourself. You're like, but my mirror, I look good. Like, no, you didn't. You look like shit.
You got to check yourself from the side or your bald head from the back.
Yeah, dude. The Visit, I put it as fuckable, but here's the thing about fuckable. I almost want to put it Real Awesome because it was the first, for me,
it brought M. Night back.
M. Night was back, yeah. And it was like M. Night was having fun when he made this movie, you could tell. And like he was doing his own thing. And he had to put the twist in it, of course, but the twist actually, like, it's not a supernatural twist. Like, it was a twist that it was like, oh, shit. It was kind of like, damn, man, that, again, could actually happen. Like, I don't want to give it away. I mean, I know it's an older movie, but there might be some folk that have never seen it. But the twist is worth it. The juice was definitely worth the squeeze, as it were. But I definitely think it's you know what? I want to put it Real Awesome. I do. I just want to. But we shouldn't.
I am going to say that we'll put it to a vote because I'm torn just the same as you are between Fuckable and Real Awesome because, like, here's the thing. It's like the prettiest found footage movie that's ever existed because, like, even though it was found footage, that shit looked good as hell. But, dude, when the dad has that shit diaper and throws it in that kid's face, like, I
loved it, too, because I hated that fucking kid. The rapper. Yeah. Oh, my God.
But that's the other thing. That fucking rapping kid and I'm so artsy. I'm Sarah Pauly daughter, like, with the shit, or Amy Smart, or, like, not Amy Smart, or whatever. Like, both the kids were annoying as shit, but the grandparents were scary as fuck and they were gnarly. And that rapping kid is so annoying. Yeah, I'm torn between
that rapping kid he probably was like part of the Logan Paul house.
Probably is today.
He was part of the influencer house that they had in that bullshit. Yeah, fuck him. But yeah, well, you know what? But I'm gonna say it with an asterisk. I would put it at Real Awesome personally, but I would have an asterisk on it. Like, once you know the ending, I probably wouldn't watch it again. Maybe every 3 years or 4 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll throw it to a vote because I'm stuck too. But as far as Oculus goes, the crowd, I'm not surprised. People like this movie a lot more than I do. Oculus gets Real Awesome, 61% over 39% over.
So you are the Shidoshis.
Death comes to us all, Orokosake. Oculus goes right in there, tight like a tiger. Stick it in, Steve. Let me put this vote up over here right quick for you guys. As far as this is a tough list. This is crazy.
I like it. No, I feel like this is a very balanced list. I like this. This is a nice list.
It feels good on the whole, in and around, Steve. All right, going back through it here. Like, what we got? We got I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. You know the Queen song. I'm fuckable. I'm fuckable.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, it's like I went to this girl's party, bro, and it was kind of fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, some girls were taking their tops off and making out with each other, but they had piss poor fucking beer, and the cops came early at like 11. So I had to bail before I could really get my nuts off. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was pretty cool to see them two chicks make out on the couch. So I gotta put it in fuckable, bro. That's how I meant fuckable too. That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of cool stuff happened, but then it slowed the fuck down. It got boring as shit, and then I didn't care. And then once the reveal happened, and then the twist, the twist, and I said it happened, I was like, oh, whatever. Like, I know that this is a ploy for you guys to make an MCU connective universe, and it was so obvious. I didn't care.
Yeah, I think that, the movie was well made, it was well oiled, the cinematography was great, the direction was great, Lee Wannell, all that stuff, the acting was fine, but there's just nothing about this movie, and it's on our list of Patreon commentaries to do. Someone requested a Patreon commentary, but like, it's a movie that just felt really standard to me. Like, it was well made, but it was so standard. Like, there was no real great moments or like great surprises in it. It just kind of happened, and they did a good job, and that was pretty much it. You could argue real awesome, but I'm with you on fuckable for now. And maybe it moves up because this is literally, it just took the last spot of the extended slots. We've never had this happen with the extended slots before. Fuckable is full. Fuckable is full right now.
This movie is kind of like, you already have a Valvoline in your town, and then Jiffy Lube opened up. I mean, like, I guess. I mean, it's Jiffy Lube. Like if you're in a small town, like, everyone talks about, oh my God, Jiffy. Like, dude, in my town, in my small ass town, like, we got a TJ Maxx coming and Five Below, and everyone's it's the talk of the town. TJ Maxx is coming and Five Below.
Yeah,
it's like, excited. But who cares? You guys had a goodie, and you guys are so poor, it closed.
TJ Maxx. I do love TJ Maxx though. It's a good. Oh, this is tough because fuck, dude, this is like what Blumhouse lives in fuckable, don't they? Like, apparently Blumhouse is just a completely fuckable goddamn studio. Like, like, this feels fuckable, doesn't it?
They're like Daria. They're like Daria from MTV. It's like, I hang out with her, but she's kind of depressing. I don't know if I might have sex with her once and then never again. The Purge, though, man, I don't want to be like, okay, well, I think that we should just put it as real awesome, because I don't think it's, but I could see an argument for it. But when I watched it the first time, I was just like, I mean, it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a good time watching it, but again, it didn't raise the roof or anything like that as far as horror goes. I mean, it was like, I feel like they took what The Strangers did, they put a new twist on it, and they put like their own little style on it, but it was still The Strangers. It was already like, it was this movie just without all the political shit. Not meaning that it was being political, but the movie itself had that political. In the movie, it had the ideology of the politics, and crime can be free for 12 hours or whatever, 24 hours. But
so let me say this: like, granted, considering the situation, like, is The Purge is one of those movies, like, it's good. Ethan Hawke, like, the whole family protection thing that was going on, it's a good movie. It's a great idea, which is why it spawned all those sequels. So let's look at it this way: since fuckable is full, I think it's honestly, I could say I would put it above. If you're looking at the fuckable section, I would put it above every movie in fuckable. So I think
let me look.
Take a look. See, I'm good with putting it in real awesome though, because of what the idea was.
I mean, okay, I'll do that. If just comparing what we already have in fuckable, it's better.
I think it's arguably better than everything in the fuckable territory, but it's close. It's close. So Purge goes to real awesome just because of
what that picture, is that Hunter Biden? Knowing that was his cocaine.
We found his laptop.
Look at his face.
It's just him wearing a mask and fucking.
It's like he's like, oh, they're blaming my dad.
That was weird. Everybody's like, for years, everybody's like, what about Hunter's laptop? It's like, we found it, and it's just him doing blow out of hookers' buttholes. It's like,
like, God, it's almost like you gotta be impressed. Like, you literally went to your daddy's fucking White House home and we're doing blow in the bedroom in the West Wing. Good for you, sir.
Like, what are we all so bit up about?
I was like, you got like that was like the ultimate. Like, I dare you. I dare you to do it.
In the case of The Visit, the crowd votes fuckable 57 to 43%.
No!
Here's the thing we're fucking faced with it. Here's what we're faced with.
We have to make change.
What movie? The crowd voted, so it's got to go fuckable.
Yeah. So something has to go down.
Can I nominate Insidious the Red Door to go to Sucks My Butt, Steve?
I mean, I haven't seen it, so yeah.
Okay, that'll make it easy. I think that was close for me anyway because I'm so angry at what they did with the lore and the story. They really fucked up the Insidious lore. They just made up shit like you can use art to affect the further. Oh, when the fuck did that happen? 5 goddamn movies, Steve.
Fun.
So yeah, the visit takes Insidious the Red Door spot. Insidious the Red Door drops down to Sucks My Butt, Steve.
I didn't even vote on the Lazarus Project, Mike. I wanted that as an all-timer. You son of a bitch.
Did you see that? I didn't think you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I thought you didn't see that. That's why I did it while you were gone.
I'm kidding, though.
Do you disagree?
Sucks My Butt's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
That movie did suck, asshole. I was just joking.
Sorry.
That was terrible. I only like that because I have a crush on Olivia Wilde.
That's what I say. The cast is fucking great, man. I have sex with everyone.
But that was literally the Wish.com version of Flatliners.
100%. Okay, so man, God, Blumhouse, why do you have so many fuckable movies? Oh, it's getting tough.
I've never seen it. I know people are like,
God
damn it, Jay, get on the fucking situation here. What are you, an asshole? I didn't fucking see it. Calm down. I haven't seen it. Only thing I remember is 50 Cent plays a heavy part in this movie.
Yeah. This movie is the absolute definition of fuckable. So what I will do is I think that
oh my God, dude, we're so fucking stupid. We're gonna have to make a gigantor list next time.
It's crazy. Like it's crazy how average, just fucking average Blumhouse movies have been. All right, what do you think, dude? Which one goes up to real awesome? I could go
up, dude. I don't know. I thought we were gonna go down.
See, looking at these movies though, like I don't really see anything that deserves to really be in Sucks My Butt, Steve. I see something that could be real awesome though.
If real awesome, it's either going to be The Visit or Hush, in my opinion.
I'll just go with the first one you said. Let's put. Wait, did the crowd vote on The Visit?
Yeah, they did.
All right, so let's do Hush then, because the crowd picked their place for that.
Well,
so
I mean, I don't have to do Hush. I mean, what do you? I mean, you didn't say what you thought.
I would go either Hush or Belko or Green Inferno.
Wait a minute. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, okay. For me, it's between Hush and Belko.
Hush and Belko. I would take Hush over Belko. So let's put Hush up there. Happy Death Day definitely does not deserve real awesome, even though it was fine. It was just fine, but it's the definition of fucking fine. We extended these like the last time we ran into this issue, and still, God, Blumhouse, why are you still fucking average?
A tiny bit of how it was back in the day, how we used to trade fucking Marvel cards or cards. I'll give you Iron Man and Cable. All right, but I want that fucking gold. I want that gold Wolverine. Like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, you can throw a comic book in there, and I might consider it.
I'm looking at the remaining ones, and dude, it only gets fucking tougher. This is crazy. This one though, I have no qualms with putting Dark Skies in real awesome. We did a skit on this. It was fun as fuck, by the way, way back in the origins of the channel. And I think I love alien shit. Like, it scares me. It freaks me the fuck out. This movie's not perfect by any means, but Kevin Bacon's wife is in this. She's great.
No, but you know, the problem is I'd have put this as fuckable, but we're so goddamn overstaffed. We need to lay people off. I have to go with what you're saying because the fact is, I would put this to a vote, to be honest with you, but I'm afraid it'd be fuckable. If we put it to the vote, it's probably gonna be fuckable. I remember liking this movie, but I remember there was like parts of it I didn't like.
Okay, so I will say I agree with you, but I just rewatched it like a year ago.
Okay, well, no, I'll go with it. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, so I'm good with that. I think it doesn't wrap up quite the way you'd want, like you said.
It's not the best alien movie I've ever seen, though. It's not. It's 100%. It's on low tier alien film. But
I think it's a little bit forgotten about. I'm totally good. I'm happier with this than any of the fuckables going to real awesome. So, in the sake of moving forward. Oh, hi, Tim. Away.
We're gonna have to extend. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to have more fucking like slots.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know how much I could.
Maybe like more, like maybe 4 more each. I don't know.
I may have to add a whole new tier, like
maybe
in between fuckable and real awesome.
You could put Black Hole Steve. Like just like an undeniable, like shitty ass movie.
I would go real awesome on Insidious too. I think it's the second best of the franchise.
You think that you and I both are bored to never mind. I agree with you. I was thinking of Conjuring too. That shit was fuckable as fuck. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of the storyline with the goddamn Elvis Presley song. Yeah, Insidious 2 was fine. It was definitely real awesome. I actually did enjoy the whole idea of the dead soul possessing Patrick Wilson, and then the body slowly dying in the real world because it is a dead spirit, and the fact that you get to, you know, the woman spirit that was haunting him was actually a serial killer in real life that dressed as the black the
lady in the black dress,
the black wedding dress, and you know, whatever. And the mom was fucking freaky. Remember, she's like, "Yeah, girl."
And that whole hospital scene was dope as shit too. Dude. By the way, how underratedly fucking hot is Rose Byrne?
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's insane. Like, underrated as a whole. No doubt about it. Real awesome. Insidious 2 goes happily and with fervor. Okay, dude, it's getting so fucking. It's getting kind of hectic.
Dude, when that bitch screamed when they were in the further, and she was like, "Ah!" after she was like mistreating her son by dressing him in a dress when he was like, "I'm a boy," and then she smacked him, and then she saw the people standing in the door, and she's like, "Ah!" Dude, there was nothing more in me that I just wanted to like drop kick that bitch in the fucking throat. Even though, by the way, the girl that played her, the one that played the crazy mom, woo, dude, if you see her, she is fucking fine, super hot.
It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
I know.
What do you think about it?
I stared at it as research.
Get out! Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up! It's real awesome. It's real awesome.
Could not agree more. I think that's right where it goes, man. I think that this movie was just a really well-made fucking movie. And that's what started the whole the Jordan Peele craze. I think it's just a damn good fucking horror movie, man.
Yeah, it's really good.
Not a whole lot you could say about that. It goes
really good twist, really good execution of the plot, and I do appreciate the fact that it comes from the mind of a comedy writer. I like that.
Yep, I agree, man. 100%. So that's it. Is the one. All right, fucking shit. Here we go.
Well, we're gonna have to move something else because I know what's coming.
Yep.
Oh no, actually, dude, to be honest with you, I'll put that in that sucks my butt, Steve. I
will go there with you.
I don't think. Listen, and I like this lady. I can't remember her name. She's a great actress.
Octavia Spencer.
I do like her a lot. I do think that she's really an awesome actress. I think this movie itself was very. It was cash grabby as fuck. It was very. There was nothing congealed about it. You know what I mean? When I watched it, and I remember going to the theater and watching this, it just felt very, okay, here we go. Let's make some money. It's an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We'll go through all the paces of bullshit, and then we'll get there, and then we'll do this, and we'll do that. And while, again, she's a great actress, I didn't buy this role that she was trying to sell. I just didn't buy it. I don't know.
There was more holes in this than a fucking cheese grater, dude. This whole thing and how it all went down. And also, like, as great as she was in this movie, and she carried it. I mean, she put it on her fucking back.
It was all her, 100%.
Yeah. And by the way, she also was the best part of Halloween too. You know, that death scene in the opening. But like, dude, the movie was a short film. This is a 12 to 20 minute film, and they stretched it out and they added all this production nonsense. On another day, this is quite fuckable. But today, today it goes to sucks my butt.
Yeah, it's definitely a movie that you watch when you're in the mood to watch it, and it depends on how you're feeling that particular day.
Looking at the fuckable list, there's not a single movie in that list that I would put Ma above, and I'm definitely not putting it in real awesome. So,
no,
as tough as it is, that's where it goes. These are real slim pickings, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Don't you ever use my real name on stream again.
Hey, neither of us saw this fucking movie, so you guys get to vote. In the case of the Firestarter remake, at least I'm 90% sure
you guys better put it in the sucks my butt Steve, because we don't have the fucking room to talk about it.
It's got to be either Evable or S my B Steve, because I know that how people feel about it. So I'll just put those two options in there. You guys vote on Firestarter. For those who have seen it, Twisted Firestarter.
Why are you S my B, Steve? Why are you saying that?
I can't say sucks or but because it won't let me.
Who won't let you?
Fucking YouTube, man.
What are they saying?
It literally won't let you put the option in. It
Oh,
says
I see what you're saying. I thought you like you weren't saying it at all.
Thought I was being PC.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm gonna quit.
Oh, here's one that's gonna chap your titty.
No, you know what? You think I'm gonna put it somewhere else, and I'm not. I'm gonna put it real awesome, personally.
Oh God,
I'm not gonna put it all timer. You thought I was gonna put it all timer.
Oh, I actually thought you were gonna put it in fuckable or sucks my butt, Steve.
No way. No way.
The way that they treated goddamn Bruce Willis's awesome character by having him die in a fucking puddle.
It was bullshit. Yes, I agree. The ending was terrible, but everything else in between was a very sexual sandwich that I ingested and I loved. Okay. First off, I feel like the more that you had in this movie was incredible. I love seeing him bounce off of Mr. Glass and Bruce Willis's character. I can't remember his name. I never can. This movie is perfect all the way till the end. The last 25 minutes of this movie, like, I feel like M. Night didn't know what to do.
Do bears, yeah.
And I did hate the ending where it was like, all right, well, no one's going to know all the struggles and all the sacrifices, and you're just going to kind of throw it away. But then they did record it, and it went out everywhere. And then maybe there are other meta humans like them that exist. I don't know. I just enjoyed for the attempt. I don't know, man. I feel like it's real awesome. I don't think it's an all-timer, but dude, I fucking love Glass. I love the whole series. I loved it all. I loved this is how you put a trilogy together, by the way. The ending was bad, but this was a great independent MCU type of thing without having a Disney overlord smacking your face with their dick constantly.
That part's true. I hate it when Disney overlords smack me with their dicks because I'm just trying to suck it and I can't catch it. Stop smacking me with it. I just want to suck on it.
I just want to catch all that great creamy gravy.
just dude problems. Yeah. All right, we'll put that one to a vote. In the case of Firestarter remake, Sucks My Butt Steve, 84%. Say that's where it goes. Sucks My Butt Steve is filling up. What's wrong with you, Blumhouse? What's wrong with the productions?
Man. The people are speaking, and my God, there must be new governorship in Rome.
What's happening?
The people will overthrow Caesar.
It almost feels like Blumhouse is making a living putting out mediocre movies and just getting the low budget mixed with the higher, just enough of a higher budget or a higher box office return to just continue to churn out mediocrity. I'm not saying it. We're all saying it. It looks dark. It doesn't look great. I'll put Glass to a vote in just a second. In the meantime, Happy in the Meantime. Lit's a great band. You guys should listen to them more often. They're so good. How about Suck My Dad, Suck My Dick, Suck My Dad? And
I think I only know one Lit song. The one that they're single.
Well, there's Please Tell Me Why, and that's one everybody knows. But there's also You Make Me Come.
That's the one. That's the main one I know, because I remember sexy Pamela Anderson in that video.
Holy but you know shit. The other one too. My car's in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on.
No, is that the song that comes on when you go into Tractor Supply?
The Gallows.
Oh, Jay, shit, dude.
Why talk about it?
It's terrible.
Get down. Get down to the basement, you piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. We
did now get.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Put that piece of trash in the goddamn trash can.
These motherfuckers tried to say when this movie came out, and Jay and I reviewed it, we actually did a skit making fun of it. If you guys can find that on YouTube in the darkness of YouTube's anals. They tried to say when this movie is coming out, the new Jason Voorhees, the new Friday the 13th. And we were like, what?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Piece of shit.
This was like literally like you have like when you have to get a vaccine for like the flu or something. This was like taking it. You're like, what? I didn't want to do it, but I have kids.
Oh God, so fucking many. Oh, here's one that, and I'll put this to a vote. Let me get your thoughts on Creep real quick.
God damn it, dude. Because I'd be fine with putting it as fuckable, but I would put it. I want to put it at Real Awesome too.
I'm firmly in Real Awesome camp.
I did really enjoy it. I think it was a creepy movie, and the main guy, I can't remember his name.
Mark Duplass.
Mark Duplass. He was really, really good in that. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. But to be honest with you, I don't think I've seen it since I've watched it the first time. But I knew it was a solid movie the first time. I was like, this is a really, really good movie when I watched it.
I will happily throw this in Real Awesome. I would entertain ideas for All Timer, but if you're cool with Real Awesome, I'm cool with it. I love that fucking movie, dude. Peach Fuzz, so creepy, so weird, found footage, but also they had this like psychotic vibe going on over top of it with like the conversations they were doing on. It's such a weird little movie, but if you're cool with Real Awesome, I'm cool with it. Let's stick it in, Steve.
That's fine with me, sir.
That's where creep goes. That's where you go. Let's eat
dildos.
Taco Bell from your dad's pantyhose.
Oh,
just the
rice.
Is
it Oscar De La Hoya?
And the beans. Smush them in between. Oh, Dickens, Dawkins duties. Split. Where do you throw it?
It's either Real Awesome or All Timer for me. Straight up. Straight up.
Right.
I don't think I need to talk about it. All right. I feel like James McAvoy did an incredible job. I feel like James McAvoy should have got fucking noticed by the Academy for how well he did portraying all these different personalities and doing such an incredible job convincing you that he is these personalities. Was the story amazing? No, but there is parts of it that really do bring you in. And again, you're captivated by McAvoy's presence, his acting ability. He's literally the anchor of the film, which is good because he's on the fucking front cover looking all sexy with his blue eye. And you think it might be Charles Xavier, but you'd be wrong. I love this fucking movie, dude. I've seen this movie a million times. I enjoy the shit out of it, dude. So for me, it's either between All Timer or Real Awesome, but I'd be fine with putting it Real Awesome. I'd be fine with that.
I personally ride between Fuckable and Real Awesome, but I will go to Real Awesome with you because it's easier for everyone. And I think that the crowd would agree with you. I've never enjoyed this as much as other people did. I got kind of bored of the personality stick, but you're right. He should have got an Oscar for it. I'll slap into Real Awesome with no questions. I'll slap my dick right in between your butt cheeks too. If you just spread them for me, and I'll come in there and go, what?
I don't know why, but when I see this,
and then you'll go, oh yeah.
When I see the cover of Split, it looks like James McAvoy. I don't know why. Like he's selling watches.
It does.
Like I don't know why he looks like that. Like you'd be like, oh, but no, either watches or like Viagra.
Yeah.
Get back in the sack today, Jack.
Dude, Glass is in a tight spot. It's in a tight spot. I'm gonna close my eyes. 5, 4. I gotta put the
in
the right place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glass is Real Awesome, according to the audience. 51%.
Oh my fucking Lord, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, what are we gonna do? We filled out fucking Real Awesome, dude. Oh my God, dude.
Now Real
my
Awesome
lords. Oh my lords. I appreciate you. I will say you are correct. But I don't know what we're gonna do, dude.
And I move to strike.
We are filled up. We are filled up to the brim.
I'm going to start my own nudist colony. Okay.
We haven't even got the fucking... Oh, my God. Unbreakable's coming.
I don't think you saw this.
I don't... What the fuck is that? No.
Jennifer Lopez is the boy next.
I don't know. Like, that looks like a fucking sucks my butt movie.
Hot ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah, that look... I can just look at the cover and be like, sucks my butt. I can smell the butt fumes from here.
Specifically on this day, it has nowhere to go but sucks my butt, Steve. All I remember, it was like...
I saw that shit. I was like, is that a goddamn perfume commercial? Is that a movie?
Oh God, could you imagine if we included the Paranormal Activity and Purge sequels?
No, we'd be here for fucking 16 hours.
We'd be fucked to the duck to the yeah, we'd be totally fucked. Oh shit, dude. We're so stuffed, dude. Like I'm afraid to even click on some of these because like
I don't do that. We need to do a part 2 or something. I don't know. Like how many more we got?
Give me not many more, but there's
no way. We haven't even got to the fat juicy ones yet, and we're running out of room.
Okay, so let me put it to you this way. All right. The movies I have left are Incarnate, the Craft 2.
I don't know that one.
I've not seen the Craft 2 either. Exeter, Sick, which I mean, Sick cannot go and sucks my butt, Steve, and
I
it
don't know what that
cannot go
is.
in all timer.
Maybe if I saw the cover, I don't know.
Have you seen this one?
Nope.
I will happily drop this piece of found footage garbage juice into fucking sucks my butt Steve territory. One of the worst fucking trash found footage.
It looks like trash, dude. I can't believe you wasted your time.
No, the cover's dope as shit, but that movie was
not really, dude.
garbage.
It looks like a Mentos commercial. I don't like it.
That was straight butt cheek ass. So now we have 3 things full and only 4 all-timers on this whole fucking list.
Hey, man. Blumhouse knows how to do it.
It says something, doesn't it? Okay, so of the movies I didn't get to, we just ran out of space, and guys, we made as many slots.
There's got to be a part 2, man. There has to be.
We made as many slots. If we did a part 2, we will do it, and we'll include the Purge sequels, and we'll include the fucking Paranormal Activity sequels too. But as for now, as far as the other movies, what stands left? It's just a bunch of.
Is there any all-timers? You got Unbreakable in there.
That's what I'm going to go through the list of what I didn't get to. Creep 2 would not be an all-timer, but I would say probably Real Awesome or Fuckable. Fuckable is probably fine for that, right? The Bay. Do you remember found footage movie The Bay?
No.
That is totally fuckable. I mean, that by definition, that movie is a fuckable movie. It was fine. Mr. Harrigan's Phone, total suck my butt, Steve.
That sounds like some Ron Jeremy shit.
Well, it was based on a Stephen King short story, but like it was just the movie was just pure kindergarten butt crack. Yeah. The Town That Dreaded Sundown remake, never going to be an all-timer.
I never watched that at all.
Did you watch that? Yeah, I watched it. It was fuckable at best. Yeah. Total fuckable at best. There is Exorcist: The Last Key, which would have been fuckable probably, right? Exeter. Did you ever see Exeter?
Well, I have to see the cover. I don't know.
It's here you go. This thing right here. It was like a cheap red box demonic possession film.
I don't remember it though. It looks like shit.
I hated it. It was pure ass, but I do hear people talk about it lovingly, but I would put it in sucks my butt, Steve, personally. And then we're almost getting there now. We don't have that many left that we missed. Sick. This movie right here, we don't have a spot for it, but I would call this movie either Real Awesome or Fuckable. No doubt about it. I'll go and say Real Awesome. It had Scream vibes, but it was its own thing, so it was kind of fun. So that's where I'd say I would put that one, even though we're out of space. And then let me see here.
By the way, this is why it's fun, man, when we're doing live streams, because we have no idea how the tides are going to shift or how the winds are going to blow. And you guys are in control. A lot of you guys, this has pretty much been your guys' show, right? And you guys have filled our fucking list up. You guys have filled our sacks up.
It's
our
crazy
sacks. And we're like, oh my God, what we're going to, this is why it's fun, man. It's unpredictable.
But I think we learned a lot about Blumhouse as a production studio.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, though. It's cool.
Incarnate, did you ever watch this one? It's Aaron Eckhart. I know you like Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
Either sucks my butt, Steve.
Like he's sucking some Christianity off. Yeah.
It's either it was sucks my butt, Steve, or Fuckable at the very best. Fuckable. It was just like a decent fly by night, like so many of these movies. See anything else that I missed? The Craft 2, neither of us saw it, but I did not hear great things about it whatsoever. Here's a big one that we didn't get to. Where would you guys put us? I would say Fuckable and nothing better. I did not enjoy this.
That's where I put it. Yeah, I feel like it was an overhyped ass movie, 100%. But we have no fucking room.
Even though we don't have room, I'm gonna put this to a vote while we talk and finish out the night because I want to know what you guys think. And I'll even throw all timer in there because I know people do love it. But I really thought.
But I was like, but why?
Super overrated on how good Get Out was. Yeah.
But why?
I don't think
a great soundtrack. I mean, but
great acting, but like, and nobody's gonna put that in sucks my butt, Steve. But I don't think it's anything better.
Maybe not. I don't know. I was just being mad, but not really.
Mad in my butt with
no. I was just like, I only want to do it to piss off the people that were like, it's an all timer. It's not even close.
I didn't see they them, but I heard
don't know
from
what the fuck is that?
This came out on Peacock last year, and it was like one of those. From what I understand, I didn't see it because I heard it was just terrible, and kind of one of the typical fly by night Blumhouse movies wasn't even good enough to release. But it was one of those. The idea is actually really cool. Like they sent a bunch of kids to one of those pray away the gay camps, and then there was a slasher there, which that idea is pretty wild. They could do a lot with it, but apparently it just had no balls or no nothing to it. It was just vapid.
I guess it just seems like some shit I don't even get involved in.
Yeah, a bunch of people hated that one. Currently, as far as us goes, fuckable is the consensus on us, and I would totally agree with that. 61% say fuckable.
Yep.
Is what us is, and even though we ran out of space, we'll squeeze you right.
Put on the side.
Get on in
put
there.
it over there. Yeah, that's fine.
Get on in there. Look at this, guys. What does this say? Like, I feel like we we just had a epiphany about Blumhouse.
Yeah, maybe Blumhouse needs to watch the video so that you wonderful, sexy people can tell them what you think about their fucking movies.
Like, y'all should start to M. Night Shyamalan shoot for the stars a bit more. I feel like, what is this? What is this mediocrity?
I feel like Blumhouse is, if you had to rate Blumhouse 1.0 to a 10.0, they're about a 7, right? Maybe a 6.5, 7. Based on the list, it's a 6.5, 7. So it's like you guys are almost perfect, but you guys just haven't done enough to really put yourselves in that position yet, but you're close, but you still keep missing the mark. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think any of the Paranormal Activity sequels or the Purge sequels is going to raise this mark any. They're all going to be in the fuckable.
Second one, for me,
that's crazy.
I mean,
man.
well, you and I like the Mark ones. The Mark ones was a really good fucking movie. And
right.
That was like the fifth one that was like nobody cared about.
Or right. One. And even then, it'd be real awesome at best, though, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, damn, Blumhouse, like. Y'all are
I feel like somebody had asked that earlier in a super chat. Like, do you think that horror movies are going to suffer the same fate as Marvel movies? Yeah, possibly. Possibly it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon.
If they're all done, yeah. If they're all done by Blumhouse, this is point blank looking you in the face saying, yes, we are going to get the
beginning of a fucking Marvel MCU kind of situation.
Yeah.
So.
It's amazing, and I totally appreciate the model of let's make movies for cheap, you know, and then like if it doesn't work, it doesn't crush the studio. But it kind of seems like they've gotten comfortable and they're scared to take any risks.
Yep.
Because look at Insidious, the 4 movies in all timer. The most recent one is 2018. It was 5 years ago. Yeah, Insidious was older than that. Paranormal Activity is way older than that. Sinister's older than that. So 2018 is their most recent all-timer in us and fans history, and everything else is below the belt. It's been 5 years since they've had an all-timer.
Well, for our audience, and like back then they were Rocky, they were hungry, and then everything else has been Rocky 3. They got comfortable, then Clubber Lang fucked them up, and they had to come back. They had to come back and get that title again, because I'm telling you, there's hungry ass studios out there right now. There's hungry studios, man, and they're hiring like writers and directors that are like, maybe they get their start on YouTube or they get their start somewhere else and they're like unknown. And these are the guys that are going to take that fucking that horror and elevate it. Pony Smasher, I think, is a perfect example, dude. Like that guy came from fucking YouTube. He came from nothing, right? They found that motherfucker and he does a great job with Lights Out.
Oh, and
I feel like the future. Well, I feel like the future is going to be those guys. It's going to be YouTubers. It's going to not YouTubers, but it's going to be guys that put shorts up. And those guys are going to take that studio to new places. I do not want Blumhouse touching Nightmare on Elm Street. I do not want them involved.
Looking at this,
I don't want them producing it. I don't want any of that.
Neither do
I want A24, and if A24 is not going to do it, I want another studio. Fine, give me a no-name studio. Give me somebody that's hungry
to
make a fucking name for themselves.
What this list says is that Blumhouse will give you a franchise that's just. They'll give you a franchise, but it'll all be trying to, it's a horror movie, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. That's like, that just says so fucking much. That's crazy. Hey, thank you guys for helping us make this list tonight. Let's get to some of your all super chats as we go through. First up, I think I'm trying to go back to the right spot here. Austin says, Jay, I know you like to listen to sad stuff before bed. Ever hear Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique? Not for the faint of heart.
I don't know, Austin. Why are you telling me this when I've been drinking?
You jerk yourself off using your own tears as lubrication.
Now, Austin, I must go do it. And I will let you know after I've written a song that makes that song look like a spring day. Okay.
Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Don't you ever talk about Rebecca Black.
Michael Part says, I'd rather see two dudes make out on the couch. Who wouldn't? And I don't know what that was in reference to, but
I don't know.
Me too. I like to see my dogs make out. It's cute when they make out. They lick each other's mouths.
Kind of like it.
Yeah, it's weird if I wasn't naked, covered in peanut butter.
Mike films it secretly.
Yeah, I save it for my secret stash. Devin Miazzo, cool name, dude. Hello, do you think flashback scenes from Halloween Kills would have been better at the beginning of Halloween 2018 as an opening scene to connect the events of 78 and 18 to have a better flow? Oh my God.
No, I didn't think that would be awesome. Yes, that would have been amazing. I think
shit, so. Dude.
I think you have come from the planet Krypton and you have told us how to live. Yeah, I do. I agree. I think that would, yes, dude, 100%. We talked about consistency. Yes.
I realized why they didn't, because there was a whole lot to deal with there and they didn't know where they were going to go. But if you look at the franchise that way, I think that would have been really fucking cool if the whole thing opened up with those flashbacks. Holy dick socks.
You know what? Maybe they were scared about like pissing off the fandom. If the fandom thought they were like replacing the classic 78 John Carpenter opening, and they'd be like, oh, well, you guys think that John Carpenter sucks or something, and that's why you're doing your own, you know what I mean? Like they literally shot it shot for shot.
Yeah.
But they did their own little twist on it. Maybe that's what they were thinking. I don't know.
I just think that they weren't ready. They didn't know it was going to be a hit. So
there's no fucking way that Blumhouse didn't know that Halloween wasn't going to be like a mega.
I think it shocked a lot of people. I mean, they broke records when that came out. Yeah. Christopher Sampson, fly me to the moon like that bitch Alex Crampson says. Sorry, just getting here. As you guys are known for doing, this live chat totally exposes Blumhouse for what they stand for. They aren't ready to take an untouchable classic. They aren't ready to take on untouchable classic franchises. It seems like you're right, my friend.
You are right, Chris, because I just said earlier, I don't want them ever touching Nightmare. They had their chance at Halloween. I don't want them getting their hands on anything else.
After tonight, I sure as fuck don't want them touching.
Well, no, because you know why? Because you really don't know when you're in deep, when you're looking at it, because the movie you forget the movies that they're actually responsible for. So when you're looking at it as a whole, and you're like, God damn, these motherfuckers have been employed by me for this long. Like you're like the clueless CEO or something, like fired, fucking fired, goddamn fired.
Well, it's weird, man, because like it's fun. Like looking at these movies, like I've had so much fun, and we both have so much fun, especially during the COVID years too. Like when there wasn't a lot of content coming out, like they found ways to get shit done, and I appreciate that. Like honestly, there's a ton of movies in this fuckable tier that I appreciate, and I had a good time watching and talking about and reviewing. But there's no doubt that there's a trend here, and it's that they are very, very content putting out mediocre to barely above mediocre content in the name of making a buck. And like I feel like it's time, just like it's time for Marvel and DC to do something different. I think Blumhouse is right there. They need to really switch shit up now.
Yeah, I feel like the chart is trending down.
Yeah,
if you look at their movies from top to bottom, it looks like that shit is trending down. So
there's a lot of fucking $5 DVD Walmart bin shit going on
100%,
here.
Yeah. So
great point, Chris.
I agree.
Love you, Chris. Dude. DJ Graham. Hey, Mike and Jay, today is my 28th birthday. Happy fucking birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man.
Can I get a shout out from Loomis, Chalice, and Wahlberg? That's a fucking threefer. Hope you have a good birthday. You're 28 years old. That means that you can still get it up despite having 7 Boilermakers at Gators Bar and Grill in Detroit, Michigan. And that's good for you. And I hope that you get laid by a very sketchy woman who probably has her baby's daddy who still sleeps on her couch. They're divorced, but he still sleeps there. And that's all right. You just need someone to nap with at this point in your life. So congratulations and happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You can do your Wahlberg thing.
Huh? Oh, you want me to go back to back and then...
That's called acting techniques.
Hey, it's your fucking birthday. You're 28 years old. You need to get your shit together. You need to outrun the wind. And I mean outrun the wind of age. You need to go out there and you need to get on that fucking treadmill. You need to get on that fucking treadmill. You need to outrun that fucking wind. You need some fucking turkey burgers. You need to curb stop a fucking Puerto Rican if you like me, but you move past that and then you do Fear and you do Boogie Nights. You got a big cock. You got a big fucking cock. All right? My brother Donnie took me out to Wahlburgers. And that's where you should go on your birthday, on your 28th birthday. Going back and forth between them, that was something completely different.
No, that's fine. No, it was good though.
I moved to strike myself from the channel.
DJ Graham, 28 years old. I bet you're not a DJ. You lie in your goddamn post. You're not a DJ. I bet you don't have a job. It's your birthday. Your wish should be having a job. That should be your goddamn wish. Not an unemployment line, handout. I want cheese and crackers with my welfare stamp. Get a job. Get on monster.com. Get on careerbuilder.com. I don't give a fuck what you do. Get a job. 28 years old. If you're an insufferable prick that wants to live off the tit of the government, fuck you.
Cheers.
I don't want goddamn time with you,
Cheers.
DJ Graham. Because listen, they're psychopaths, you piece of shit, that are taking up God. Don't you ever try to put something over when I'm talking. Shut up.
Hey,
DJ Graham, go fuck yourself. Don't ever fucking donate money to this channel.
Mark Part said Atomic Monster could make Friday or Nightmare, but Atomic Monster is joining up with Blumhouse, so basically you're going to get the same thing. And if you look at what they've done with The Conjuring and shit like that, I see where your head's at, but I think it should go to something completely different at this point that hasn't done Conjuring or Insidious or anything. A24, man.
Well, yeah, that's I do. I've been preaching it from the goddamn sidewalk for years. A24 would be literally the company that should be doing that right on the street. 100%.
I agree.
100%.
And I moved to strike on that ass. Oh, sorry, DJ. Hey, happy birthday, by the way, DJ Graham. From us, not even the characters, but happy fucking birthday,
happy
dude.
Birthday, man.
And my fucking God, who comes in like a
John Winston
deep in the night at the end of the fucking show to just cherry on top this fucking shitty fucking stream. I'm kidding. I've had a great time. John goddamn Winston, everybody.
Yeah. John, man. Thank you, man. What a fucking legend you is. Every fucking time that you keep on trying to surprise us, you continue to surprise us, John. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your love. We appreciate your face. I don't know what you look like, but I'm sure you're a handsome fucking man with a strong jawline.
He had kind of the man bun thing, but it was like sexy.
I kind of saw it. I don't know. I saw he had a great jawline. Maybe he might have a really good jawline. But yeah, man, thank you, man. Really happy to see you. I hope everything is going well with you. I know you got some issues going on in your personal life. Hope everything is working out for you in the right way. But we appreciate you, dude. And we appreciate all of you guys that showed up tonight, that dropped some support to us. Really appreciate that. And this has been a hell of a fucking live stream, dude, because holy fuck. Man, there has to be a part 2 now. There has to be a part 2. We've got so many part 2s coming to y'all. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
It's like that Brad Paisley song, part 2. I don't know where I'm going with there. John Winston, I was literally thinking about you in the shower today. You know that? I showered before the stream.
You probably don't appreciate that at all.
No, I was, though. I was thinking about you in the shower, and I took out the conditioner. I cleaned myself. I said, there's a little bit of hot water. Some me time. What do I want to think about? I thought about John Winston.
Disgusting.
No, in all seriousness, John. No fucking question. The fucking the difference. The difference that you've made on this channel and in our lives.
Amazing.
Just from watching and doing what you did. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you so fucking much. But B, I was thinking about your last super chat, about everything that was going on with you, and I was thinking to myself, I may have been 72, 79 whiskeys deep at that point, but there's nothing fucking harder, man, than again, this is in regards to your last super chat, nothing fucking harder than being away from your kids, man. So just want to let you know that fucking our hearts are with you on that situation. That shit sucks. regardless of the other situation, everything going on. Nothing fucking harder than that. And you're a fucking true champion for keeping on, man. And we really appreciate you. And like Jay said, we appreciate all you guys tonight. What a fucking night, dude. I think we put Blumhouse in a fucking hole. Like, Blumhouse, look at this shit. What is this?
Well, I guess
this is a bologna sandwich.
I can
in a good
count
way.
on. I guess I'll be blocked from the Blumhouse parties later on. I didn't think I'd get invited anyway, but I applied for a membership to their Blumhouse parties, like the Blumhouse clubhouse. Not really. I don't give a fuck. I never.
They weren't going to invite us anyways.
I never would. I would never do it. I don't give a shit. I don't suck Hollywood's dick. Go fuck yourself. Make good movies, bitch.
I agree with Price. It's like John is that dude, or Michael Parr is like John's that dude. He is him.
John is that dude.
The kids say he's fucking him.
John's the guy that walks into high school with the one skateboard that you never can afford, and he's like, you know why you can't afford it? Because you're not good enough. You're not good enough. I can run down Devil's Backbone, the tallest hill in my town, and not fall off. You motherfuckers are always chasing.
John Winston, fucking all-timer.
Yeah, he's an all-timer. But you guys, all all-timers. We love all you guys, man. We really do appreciate all you guys for showing up. Thank you guys.
We do, including Daniel Flores, who says, and thank you for, by the way, says, got a promotion, but still cannot do the same thing as John Winston. Hey, who can? That man he is God mode status.
Don't worry
He's
about
a game
man.
genie.
Don't you worry about that, dude. Yeah, that man's like, I mean, who can? That man's like, goddamn, what, like Wyatt Earp.
John Winston is the place that Mufasa tells Simba he can't go.
On that bitch.
You don't belong there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, Daniel, thank you so much, man. It says, got a promotion, still can't do the same thing as John Winston. Sorry, wife mad I couldn't take her to see Insidious 5 when it premiered. Can you please apologize for me with a drunk voice?
Well, it's just our voice, I guess.
This is basically it's
just our voice. I have this. Listen, baby. I wanted to take you out tonight. I really did. All right. I was like totally like going to be like, oh my God, we're gonna go see Insidious 5.
He did. He told me. He said, I'm gonna take her out tonight.
Like fucking maybe go to Olive Garden afterwards. I don't even know. I don't know. We're gonna like do a whole fucking like thing tonight, right?
Bottomless salad.
And then what happened was, baby, is because I had a headache. And then you were like screaming at me about some bullshit, right? You were like screaming at me bullshit. Okay, bullshit. And I got a promotion. And I was like, fuck that. And I had to go calm down the garage and I had to go punch the punching bag for a while. And then by the time I looked up, the movie was over anyway. Right? And you were still mad at me. You were like, when I came to bed, I was like, can you touch my dick? Can you touch my wiener real quick? And you're like, no, because you made me mad. And I'm like, God, why you gotta keep stop it, baby? God damn, look at me pulling my earbuds out and shit.
Why did you tell me about the conversation you and I had last night?
Happened.
That was personal. I was like, Jay, why you said you'd watch The Crow on VHS with me, and this is the exact same speech you gave me last night. You piece of shit.
Well, that's actually the standard voice that most men use when they cannot perform in the bedroom with their woman. And if they can't perform in the bedroom with their woman, they will say, you don't know how hard I work. You don't know how I work.
I work hard every goddamn day for you.
All you fucking do is sit there and just judge me, bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, we appreciate you guys so fucking much. Tonight's been a goddamn blast, really and fun. It always is. And I'm pretty sure we'll see you guys quite soon with another one of these. And this is fucking Saturday night.
We've already got
Saturday night.
We've already got part 2. So I mean, we got like 2.
Well, there's not a whole stream worth left. Yeah, we got tons of parts. There's tons of shit we can do. But thank you all for hanging out tonight, spending your Saturday night with us, degenerates, drinking. I've only been drinking water. I could get addicted if it was something else. I don't know about you. I don't partake in alcohol or tobacco products.
I was drinking like liquid tofu, so it's not even like it wasn't even like
kombucha blend.
Yeah, I don't even know what you guys.
We don't even mess around with any of that stuff.
Stupid.
It's dangerous. Be safe. Be safe out there. I hope you guys have a great fucking weekend. We love you guys so much. We look forward to these things, I think, more than you guys do. If you can believe that, I promise you it's true. Love you guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Me and Jay tonight. Do it.